Test. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So, I'm not in the frame. I can see that.
Why am
but
I the only one here?
I know. I'm actually sitting right next to him. I am just trying to my Streamlabs.
Sucks.
It's got too much stuff on it, so it goes pretty slow. So I'm just wrapping up, setting up for the news, and as soon as I'm done, we can get started. But I didn't want to reset the countdown every time because that upsets people.
Yeah, people get real mad.
So Cosmic Firefox, hey, welcome, and thanks for the subscription.
Oh,
hey,
thank you.
Cool, awesome. Oh, this is a resub for 2 months. Way to go! Thank you very much.
Whoa.
Spider-Man. Alrighty. So I'm just setting up. I got one more news story to set up, and then I'll put myself back in frame. In the meantime, how's everyone doing? Berto, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's nice. What'd you do today?
Today, I didn't do too much. I bought some steelbooks from a friend.
Well, you bought them from a person?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you went to the store or ordered online or something.
I ordered one of them online.
Mm.
The other ones I bought from a friend. Because he bought like a lot of steelbooks, and he's just kind of reselling them.
Oh, yeah. Are you interested in... I have a couple extras that I bought a long time ago.
Of what?
And I was like, I don't know why I was trying to resell them. I don't know why. I don't have that drive in me. So if you want...
that takes effort.
Yeah, if you want to buy them off me, I'll sell them to you for cheap.
What are they?
I don't know. I'll show them to you later.
Okay. Yeah, did that, and that's about it.
I had to go to the courthouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad. I had to wait for a while.
What'd you do?
I had to get information on a case that I'm a part of.
Okay.
Because of Kaya's dog.
Oh,
attack.
that case.
Yeah. So I had to go get some information, figure out what's going on. And then I just kind of walked around downtown, and I had a really good... Oh, you trying to let yourself out?
She's escaping.
Okay, you can do that. And then I had an incredible slice of pizza.
Oh, that one with all the chili flakes on one part of it?
Oh, yeah. That wasn't a big deal. So I'm downtown, and it's a pizza place that stays open after all the bars close at night.
Mm-hmm.
So they get a lot of drunk people at night, right?
Right.
And oh my!
Oh no, you're moving the whole thing.
No, I see that. Okay. All that's supposed to be locked in place too, as you can see all the locked icons.
be able to
no,
move
you
all
literally they're all locked. Like that should just not happen
that.
anyway.
Bullshit.
I know this fucking program. Anyway, and so I guess some dude last night,
Oh, there you go.
as like a prank, he undid the shaker.
So you went to pour it and it just popped off?
Yeah, for the red chili flakes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it just went all over my pizza. It was okay, actually, because I like spicy pizza, and I was able to get them out.
I mean, yeah, there's liking spicy pizza, and then there's like so much red pepper that like you accidentally inhale some and start coughing.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen, thank God. Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah, every time I'm downtown, I just end up at like Gringos Locos.
No, I wanted to avoid Gringos, because we have those everywhere now.
Now we do, yeah.
Yeah. So
That used to be the only place to get it.
Gitto's or Gito's Pizza.
Okay.
On Orange Ave.
Not Planet Pizza? Is that
No, that place looks sketch. I think I've been once.
I've never been there. I always just see it though, and it looks
Yeah.
run down. It looks old.
I don't want to go in there.
I was gonna say Aaron Tyler.
Well, I don't know what I'm typing until I can see it come out. This program is so slow. It's because we're streaming and there's like...
It's
like,
popping up like on the background before it even pops up in your text box.
I know, that's the other thing. I'm trying to remember what was... Okay, perfect. That's his name, right?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay. We're only moments away, everybody.
You could have just done a like a little colon.
No. See,
And then James Bond question mark?
I accidentally hit like 2 keys, so I don't know what the spelling error is.
Oh.
That's why. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I think I'll just go to the. Alrighty. There, guys. This is quality content. You don't even know. Okay.
It'd be real good if you were streaming
nice.
your screen on what you were doing.
Oh, I thought about that. Yeah. It's like,
So
do
everybody
people wanna
can
see
get
this?
frustrated with you.
yeah. All right. Let's go here and here, and we're done. Okay. Cool. All right. Now I just gotta put this on the right setting, and cool. Did she escape?
Yeah, she walked out.
Escape artist.
She's had enough of us, I guess. Whoa.
There we go. And
That feels better.
yeah. Where's this light coming from? There we go.
Your lamp. That's like 2 inches from your face.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Let me set up everything how it goes. This guy comes over here. Perfect.
Whoa.
I know. Like, isn't it great that I have such a long cable for that one?
Yeah.
It's the only cable that's like not integrated with everything else. I got big plans for my desk. Big plan. We're gonna move some things around. We're gonna make it stand. Okay, cool. Hello.
Hello.
All right, everybody. We did it. We finally did it. Got my Grogu hat. I got back.
On the top of my head.
I've lost this hat and recuperated
There we
it
go.
so many times. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's get going. Let's go to put this over here. Let's move this over a little bit so we can see the chat. We got chat. Probably not. If you're here,
I'm gonna guess not.
if
Yeah.
you're here on Twitter or YouTube and you're trying to chat with us, we might see it and we might not. So
Probably not.
you could always come over to Twitch. Twitch is where the real party's at.
Yeah, we're just trying to catch your attention on those other platforms.
Pretty much. All right, mics are good. Start recording. Let's start. So yeah, if you're here on the stream, sorry about the technical slowdown. We're about to record the news that goes on our Patreon, and then we're going to talk about episodes 5 and 6 of Avatar: The Last Airbender from Netflix. That's also going on our Patreon. So if you're not a patron, you're getting all that here now, and if you are, you'll get the completed edited version over there too. So thanks.
Yeah.
And come join our Patreon. It's as low as $3. You can also do a free week. Shout out to someone who joined recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Rolo. Nice. Rolo
Morbius.
and also Shane. Wait, does that say Shane? Yeah, Shane. Those are our newest patrons.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I'm going to close this. That'll help with the RAM issue. All right, let's get going. Recording. Cool.
All right.
Welcome to news from the Phantom Zone, where we bring you some of what happened this last week in movie news or whatever, whatever I find most interesting, because it's not always comic books, right?
Right.
Anyway, yeah, my name's Arnaldo. I'm your host, and I'm joined by...
Birdo.
We never do that on here because we always assume people know who we are if they've made it to the Patreon.
Unless there's people just paying for stuff that they have no idea what they're
That's
getting into.
that's for sure not happening. But let's get going. This is a short one today.
Yeah.
Number one, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is returning? Question mark. Berto, what are your thoughts on this?
I hope it's true.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. couldn't be making a comeback, according to the Marvel Studios head of television, Brad Winderbaum. Speaking to Agents of Fandom on YouTube, I wonder if they're biased in this.
Maybe.
Speaking to Agents of Fandom on YouTube, Winterbaum, who is also the head of animation and streaming, hinted at the potential revival once the studio's current projects are complete. He said, quote, "We're in production on Daredevil Born Again in New York," he said when asked about the Marvel shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. possibly getting revived. "They're shooting as we speak. I'm seeing text messages come up from the set."
Start with the set of Daredevil.
Yeah. Daredevil is probably the next show that we're going to kind of revisit and revive, a really strong and one of my favorite pockets of our universe and our fandom. And you never know is the answer.
So there are multiple websites running with this story, though.
It was a very kind, not really, I think. But I guess nothing's impossible, right?
No. And here's the thing. I don't think the show itself would come back because the way it ended is like it's kind of a definitive ending for the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things where I'd like to see like those characters kind of get sprinkled around the MCU a little bit.
Right. Well, yeah, that's
especially
the
with like Sword kind of being a thing, as we know, because of WandaVision and the Marvels.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's room for those characters to come back. It doesn't have to be an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Just acknowledge the show's existence, please, and bring some of those characters on.
Make it canon, says Berto.
Yeah,
bring back some of the people. That'd be cool. I liked a lot of the characters in that show, even though like I was kind of lukewarm towards the middle of the show and then when I dropped off. But it's it has a lot of fans, and it is a network style. It's like squarely a network, old school network style TV show,
which they don't make anymore.
They pretty much don't. I mean, they do.
There's
and they
a few,
don't.
but like
I don't think Marvel's interested in doing that.
No.
And I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. would also work a lot better with fewer episodes, because so many episodes they just felt like they were kind of filling for time.
Well, I disagree with that. What they ended up doing though is like each season kind of ended up being like multiple story arcs. So
okay.
you'd have like story arc A, and then you move on to story arc B, and then story arc like C, which is usually like the latter part of the season. Those first two story arcs kind of come together in usually ways that you don't expect them to.
I feel like it was just very long.
I mean, that was just network television.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they could bring it back in a way, and then to your point, I think it would just be best if it was, hey, here's some of these characters are back,
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah. According to the movies, if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is truly a one-way connection, then according to the movies, Coulson is still very much dead.
Right.
So it's like there's some questions there about continuity they would have to answer if they start bringing back some of those characters,
Mm-hmm.
Well.
But yeah, it's doable. It's 100% doable.
Berto's like, get me on the case. I will make it happen.
It's so easy to do.
Trying to get you a little bit more. There you go. Also, like, you're like way closer than I am. So let me move these a little bit.
Whoa. Oh, now I'm far away.
So it looks a little bit more even. Okay, cool. Next story. Star Wars Rogue Squadron is back, as in the movie, not that amazing video game from like 1996.
That game's not back.
Yeah.
No.
God, I mean, they made a couple games that are like have some of those
Squadrons,
elements.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, not, and then like Battlefront has some space stuff, and then there's Squadrons. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So, but Squadrons is hard though, actually.
Oh, it's very difficult.
It's like a flight simulator almost. Like it gets very technical.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it. I played it for
you got to do like drifting in space.
Yeah, you need really good spatial awareness, or like a really big monitor setup or something like that. You can see
maybe with a flight stick or something.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Like with this, I have a widescreen monitor in front of me and then a second monitor to the left, and I could set it up, and I think I tried to, so that I would at least have a left window to look out of and not a right. But like even here on ultra wide, it worked better because you have more peripheral.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've seen people who have do the whole 3 monitor setup, and then basically it's got left window and right window on each actual.
So they literally have to turn their heads to look.
Which is what's better than.
It's cool.
It's better than you had to hit You have to hold down like R3 while turning the joystick in order to like free look, which was kind of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
You can also play the game in VR. Solves all those problems.
I think only on PlayStation though.
Oh, right.
Yeah. If I just buy the game on PS4, I could do that.
Well, there you go. I thought you had it on.
I don't have it on PS4. I have it on Xbox and PC.
Didn't you have the Xbox? Was there an Xbox?
No, the VR is PlayStation.
Oh, I could have swore you had this in VR. Anyway, we're not talking about that video game. We're talking about the movie. This was going to be a Patty Jenkins movie. It was announced forever ago, and then like it was shelved, and we never found out why. A lot of the speculation was like, oh, Patty Jenkins made a bad movie, and now Star Wars wants nothing to do with her.
Is that how it works now? Like, you make one bad movie, and then everybody drops you?
Well, it is with Star Wars. Like, Star Wars has dropped people left and right for making one bad movie.
Right, but then, like, you could argue, I don't personally agree with this, but you could argue that Star Wars' track record with movies lately haven't been that great anyway.
You could argue all kinds of things.
But
so apparently it's back. I didn't write down who said it's back, but I think it was Patty Jenkins that said they're working on it next, and the script.
I think she said
the script is done, and they're gonna start filming at some point. And it's like, oh, it's a surprise because everyone thought this movie was out. I'm very excited for this because I think this could be really good.
Do we think it? Like, do we know the premise of it?
No.
Oh.
I don't know actually.
Is it gonna be like a Top Gun type story?
I think so. Yeah.
That could be really cool.
Yeah. I remember this was announced before Top Gun Maverick came out.
Right.
But then afterwards they were like, well, then why fucking bother? Top Gun just did it.
Top Gun Maverick just made Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Like, that was a Rogue Squadron movie, basically.
No, like, and they did like a trench run and everything. There was so
Yeah.
much Star Wars like laced in there that you're like, okay, well, like this is.
And it was done
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, it was.
It's the best remake of A New Hope.
No, you could totally do it and just make Maverick, but with Star Wars. I think it could work. Get some of those TV people that hate Star Wars. Like
They make the best Star Wars.
They make the best Star Wars. The people that hate it. Sable sneaking into your video.
What are you doing?
You don't think I don't know what you're doing?
What?
You think I can't see what you're doing?
Noticed I was in frame.
Yeah. Well.
Whoa.
Say hi.
Hi everyone.
What's his name? The guy who did
Andor?
Andor. I forget his name. But yeah, he was very much like, oh, I don't really like Star Wars that much, so this is how I want to do it. And it's like, oh, cool, it's the best one.
It is. Well, he didn't try to do any like crazy fan service that ends up being like really cheesy and stuff like that. So
yeah, but there was still like a lot of kind of connective tissue, which was
there was
which
some
nice.
like deep cut references, which was surprising. For someone that hates Star Wars, I'm sure he's not the one that added those in.
Oh no, right. It's like the story group and the
Yeah.
writers and the producers and stuff. But yeah, keep doing that, like the Death Star parts and stuff. And plus, it has to connect with Andor and.
You mean Rogue One?
Sorry, Rogue One. But season 2's like on the way. No, but speaking of Star Wars, Acolyte. I didn't put it on here.
Oh, a trailer dropped today.
Poster yesterday, which is incredibly hardcore.
Yeah.
The lightsaber with the blood trail.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, man, we're getting like adult Star Wars now.
I'm down with it.
And then the trailer was really good.
Yeah, it looks very different.
Yeah.
Like-
It's set 100 years before anything we've seen.
Yep.
So 100 years before
It's
Phantom Menace.
During the High Republic era, which there's already a bunch of comics and novels set in that era. And I think there's like a children's cartoon set in that era too.
There's the Young Jedi Adventures
yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
I haven't watched it, but
It's for kids.
Right.
You can
right.
try it out, but like
I'm not sure there's going to be any earth-shattering story revelations in there.
I don't know if you're going to be glued to the television is all I'm saying.
But from what I hear, the novels are pretty good and the comics are pretty good, so
Looks interesting. Carrie Ann Moss. It's as seeing her as a Jedi was weird because I'm so used to, like I'm not.
She kind of still.
I'm not a stranger.
Her character still seems like Trinity from the Matrix.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I'm not a stranger to seeing her be a badass, but there was a weird mix of like it was jarring, but it was also like strangely nostalgic. Because I'm like, oh, this is just the Trinity.
She looks like she's like a badass Jedi,
but she's dressed as a Jedi. This is Trinity cosplaying a Jedi.
Did you see? It looked like Glenn Howerton was in it.
Oh, I looked at the cast and
Is
I
that
didn't-
him?
No, it's not. But I didn't recognize
it looks just like him.
I didn't recognize anybody else. I don't know if you want to pull up
It looked
that
like
cast.
it looked like. I swear to God, it looked like Dennis from Always Sunny.
I got all confused because I thought Acolyte was the one with Dumbledore in it.
Dumbledore.
Yeah, the new Dumbledore, young Dumbledore. What's his name?
Jude Law.
Jude Law. What Star Wars is he in?
I didn't think he was in any Star Wars.
No, he's in an upcoming Star Wars thing.
Really?
Yeah, look it up because my phone is way over there.
Jude Law Star Wars.
I thought it was Acolyte this whole time.
Skeleton Crew.
Oh, okay. Is that live action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. But is that a
Created by
show?
John Watts and Christopher Ford.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a movie.
It's a show,
It's a show.
and it comes out this year apparently. It just says 2024.
Okay. Okay, so that's what he's
Yeah,
in.
we still don't have a trailer or anything for it, but I also don't even know what that's going to be about.
Yeah.
I haven't
me
the
neither.
slightest idea.
I like not knowing.
Yeah.
You could look up and see more things about what's going on in Discord about the details and everything we know and blah blah blah. I don't like doing. I'm kind of starting to realize like the less I know about something, the more I'm probably going to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
So like I watched the trailer. I'm like, cool. I don't want to watch it again. What's the species of that little Jedi we saw at the beginning?
I don't know. The one that was
Yeah.
closing his eyes?
Yeah, we've seen him before. We've seen that species before.
Yes, we have. I just don't remember.
And I was trying to
where.
remember, like, who is this? What is this little thing?
The thing is, I'm sure there's a breakdown video that'll tell you all of that. Also, apparently, Daphne Keane is supposed to be in this show too,
Oh, is it? Is she?
but I didn't see her in the trailer anywhere.
I mean,
She's billed as like the top star in it though.
well, fuck. Let's not spoil who the potential murderer is gonna be. So it's like a whodunit situation. They're trying to find a murderer. It's a
I mean,
mystery
I'm sure it's a lot
thriller.
more than that.
That's what they say. I mean, that's what the official premise is, right? But
It seems like it's about like the resurgence of the Sith, basically.
well, that's the thing. Are they already retconning? When Mace Windu says that the Sith have not appeared in over
First off,
1,000
Mace
years.
Windu was wrong about almost everything he said. So
We were in the Discord. We were like making memes about this because it's like Yoda's just like, you don't know, but actually, like about 100 years ago, we had a whole thing.
Yoda was around during this era, so
No, Yoda's already like on the council. He's already like the leader of
yeah.
the Jedi at this point.
He's probably gonna be in the show.
Yeah, he's no. There should 100% be a cameo.
It'd be weird if
Yeah.
he wasn't in it.
Yeah. Hey, someone's murdering a bunch of Jedi. Should we consult the Jedi Council?
Nah.
we can't afford that Yoda puppet. Frank Oz or whoever they're
They
getting.
don't
to
use
do.
the puppets anymore. CG now.
Oh, they're using puppets again. Did you not see The Last Jedi?
Oh yeah, they did use a puppet again.
I wish it was CG. I thought the CG looked better actually than the puppet. I thought the puppet in Last Jedi was very jarring.
It looked like it was the same puppet.
Yeah, like they dug up the puppet from like the London set or whatever.
I think that's why it looks so weird, because like this puppet looked like it was from the 80s.
Right. Anyway, let's move on. Shit, I misspelled Titans.
Teen Titans.
Oh my god. It's because you can't see while you're typing. It's a whole thing. Anyway, the Teen Titans movie is in the works over at DC under James Gunn.
So it's going to be in the DCU?
James Gunn says that other than the Joker movies and the Batman movies, everything will be in canon, including TV shows and video games.
Animated or otherwise,
Yes.
I think you said, yeah.
Like, he wants everything together in one continuity, and he's just kind of like dealing with the leftovers, which is Joker and Batman.
Right, which that stuff is fine on its own anyway.
I mean, I don't love it, but yeah, okay.
I mean, like, it's fine being I don't need it connected to anything.
Yeah,
is
right.
What I
And
meant.
it's not. It doesn't seem to be like stopping him from using those characters, which is like back in the day, DC would be like, well, we can't have two of them, you know, even though they
Well,
just
they're
said
still
that.
kind of doing that. Yeah.
But in this case, they're like, oh, we can have two Batman. It's fine
We got 3 Batmans.
because they're gonna cast another Batman pretty soon
I mean,
for the new Batman movie.
Also, there's technically a Batman in the stupid
Yeah,
fucking Joker
yeah,
movie.
but he's a little boy.
but his parents are already dead now. So
Yeah. I know I spelled Titans wrong. You weren't here for it, Philly. You just arrived.
yeah, we're talking about the No, it's the Teen Titans movie.
Yeah, it's like Avengers.
Shit, I should have worn my Avengers shirt.
Anna Nogueira is writing the script. So I guess this is going to be at some point after the slate that he announced about a year ago for the first. It was like the first 8 or 10 DCU movies or projects, because some were TV shows.
Right. Okay.
So I guess this is either coming towards the end of that, or it's gonna be sprinkled in. It's like Marvel does this too, where they're like, oh, we're gonna announce a bunch of movies, and then like there's gonna be 2 or 3 in there that we haven't announced yet, but they're gonna come beforehand, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if they really do that anymore.
Actually,
Now they
yeah,
announce too much stuff,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh shit.
everything's delayed. Avengers is delayed another year, you guys.
But you think we're gonna see Slade in this?
Oh, you know what? Probably.
But it won't be Joe.
No, it won't be Joe Manganiello, but
Yeah.
it probably you get Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, be cool.
And then maybe he could make his way into a Batman movie.
I mean, they've had other villains too. They're not. Deathstroke isn't the only villain. People
No,
love to. People
but-
just love to be like, "Oh, Deathstroke isn't a Batman villain. He's a Teen Titans villain."
And it's like it was
Okay.
technically true, but
And fucking,
he became a Batman villain.
I mean, you could go. I don't have an example off the top of my head.
If you go by the Arrowverse, he's a Green Arrow villain.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many villains that like were introduced in a random comic. Like, they're not locked into that comic for eternity.
Right.
You know, they can
Wilson
evolve.
Fisk
Yeah.
can't only fight Spider-Man.
Right.
I think he works better as a Daredevil villain anyway, personally.
He's a New York guy. You know,
He's-
he's a New York villain.
The city.
Anyway, I'm down. As long as everything connects, which is what I wanted from the DCEU, which is not that it didn't connect. It's that it didn't make the movies to really play off of that well.
No, because it was just the only connection was like cameos. That was it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They didn't really get to utilize it very well.
Mhm.
Cosmic Firefox says the Robin that they're going to have in the Teen Titans movie, do you think it's going to be Dick Grayson or Damian Wayne?
Oh,
So there's going to be a Robin in the Batman Brave and the Bold movie. So
see, if there's gonna be a Robin that's with Batman, though, if they were to do Damian Wayne, that's who I would want there
I
to
think
be.
it might be Damian Wayne, and I think it'd be smart. That way, Dick Grayson can already be in the Teen Titans.
Yeah. And also, we don't need another Batman origin story. We don't.
Right. Well, and then you can do with the last one. Well, no, they all got one. Even the Batman got one. It was like it was like on a news thing, and it doesn't matter. That way you can already kind of skip all that lore, and then you can do stuff in flashbacks. You can do
Right.
stuff where like Dick Grayson cameos in that movie, or Batman cameos in this one, and they establish that they know each other. They have a relationship. Maybe at this point they don't like each other because
Like in the Titans show.
yeah, because
Batman.
Fuck Batman. Because Dick Grayson, like, also, like, he had a falling out with Batman at some point. and
For a
he
little bit.
becomes Nightwing and whatever.
Yeah, but then they become like best buds again.
they're always best buds.
He's part of the Bat family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best friends in DC, let's be honest.
I thought Clark and Bruce were the best friends of
No,
DC.
Bruce is ready to take him down if need
Yeah,
be.
but that's because Bruce is ready to take everybody down if need be.
Yeah, well, then no one can be best friends with him except for Robin, is my point. And Alfred, actually.
Oh, I guess Alfred's his best friend.
There's the dynamic duo, man. No one else has called anything close to that. So yeah, I think that's what they'll do. Although like that means you also skip Jason Todd, and I always thought, man, this is one of the things that upsets me so much about the DCEU. The more I think about it, is like they set that Jason Todd seed, and then it got ignored because we never got the Batman movie, right?
Right.
Like that's a
I think
fun
seeing
thing
Jason
to explore.
Todd in movies would be good too.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, they don't have to do Damian Wayne.
No, but I think they are going to do Damian Wayne.
I know, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
I think Jason Todd
And he dies at the end of the movie.
Jason Todd could be a more interesting story.
Well, because we don't know what Brave and the Bold's going to be about, but like in the Brave and the Bold like TV show, he's
Right.
paired up with like third tier DC heroes.
Yeah.
All the time. So like I don't know if that's where he's going for.
The thing is, if they were to do a Damian Wayne Robin, it should be with the Bruce that's like later in his life. Like the The Ben Affleck Bruce Wayne having a Damian Wayne would have been perfect.
After like 2 movies, it's like, oh, hey, you have a kid, by the way.
And he's an assassin.
And he's 14 and he can kill people. And he does. Like, oh, shit.
See, that would have been cool.
That would have been made for a great like 3rd Batman movie, yeah.
And then you could have, he's taking Damian under his wing, training him, and then Jason Todd comes back.
Right.
That's good drama right there.
You mean to tell me the comics are good? Anyway, moving on. Spider-Man is back in theaters. Which Spider-Man, Birdo?
All of them.
All
8 movies.
Spider-Man.
Did you ever find out any more details though? If it's only showing on Mondays or not?
I mean, do you want to go on the like Regal website and find out?
Does it go that far ahead?
It's starting soon. It's starting in like
the end of April.
Bro, it's starting in 4 weeks from now.
That's over a month.
No, it's not the end of April. It's
middle of April.
It's April 15th. That's less than a month away.
Oh shit. All right, I'll check it out. Because if it's only on Mondays, I'm in trouble and I'm gonna miss like most of them.
It's great for me. I'll make every single one.
I hate working in a restaurant.
Yeah, if it's like a week-long thing,
then that's fine. I'll find a day I'll find a day every week for 8 weeks to watch.
If movie theaters would be smart, they'd have 2 theaters off to the corner that are like just doing Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's not that much
for
out
8
right
weeks.
now.
Yeah.
I can't find anything Spider-Man.
Okay, we'll find out.
I see Spider-Man No Way Home reissue.
That's not until like
that's
June or something.
Yeah, I need to find more info on when they're doing it, but.
Yeah.
Anyway, all 8 movies are coming to theaters because Sony needs money.
Yeah. No, it's exactly what it is. So we're starting off with Spider-Man 1 on April 15th, and then every week, if you see the picture we put up, you can find that picture online too, as the date for every single movie, right?
It'd be really cool to see some of these older ones in theaters again.
I would. Which ones would you want to see?
All of them. But
I mean, come on.
All right, Spider-Man 1.
Rank your favorite ones that you'd want to see in theater.
Spider-Man 1. Oh wait, rank them?
Not rank them. I'm just saying, like, which are the ones that, like, hey, you only have time to see 4 of them. Okay, which 4?
All right. So, Spider-Man 1.
Okay.
I guess Spider-Man 2. And then both the Amazing Spider-Mans.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The MCU ones, I've seen those in theaters, like, recently.
It's pretty recent, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I'd like to see all of them. I would really like to revisit the Andrew Garfield ones in theaters, though.
Of course you would. I would definitely want to see Spider-Man 1. That's if I had to just do one, it'd be that one.
I think that's the only one I haven't seen in theaters, actually.
Well, it's a thing. Like,
that's the only one I haven't seen. Cause I saw 2 in theaters.
It's been so long, it's not my favorite Spider-Man. The Tom Holland MCU movies are my favorite Spider-Man movies, but I have a ton of nostalgia for these older ones.
Mm-hmm.
And to see the first Spider-Man in theaters, that would just be an experience, and I'm very excited for April 15th to do that. Sabdrab is talking about, what's he talking about?
He's got to the Blind Bandit episode now. He's watching.
Is this his first watch?
Yes.
The Boulder.
Actually, speaking of the Blind Bandit, I think Blake just finished talking with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, he said something in the group chat. I haven't looked at it yet.
Well, hey, we're doing a thing over here, so I'm not apologizing to you. I scared.
But okay, that means he's in book 2.
Huh?
That means he's in book 2.
Sabdrab. Yeah. So this is your first watch through of Avatar Sabdrab? You've never seen.
Toph is an awesome character, by the way.
Oh, she gets better.
Yes.
But that first episode is really great. Obviously, the Boulder is based on the Rock.
But they got Mick Foley to voice him.
That's right. Yeah, that's so fun. But if that my one fan cast for season 2 of Avatar is get the fucking Rock.
He does everything anyway.
To cameo. Well, the thing is
how much money would they have to throw at him?
I don't know if it's a money thing. I think it's a pride thing because number one, not a starring role. It'd be a cameo. Right, and that's shit that like John Cena is very happy to do. He talked about it recently.
They get John Cena be the Boulder.
Oh.
that actually might be great.
Actually, that'd be really funny too.
It'd be weird though because it'd just be this white guy
as the Boulder, as like the Rock, who he had like such a fierce rivalry with. But anyway, the Rock doesn't like to not be the star, number one. And number two, he cannot lose. Like contractually, he cannot lose. And the Boulder loses.
He'll never do it.
So if he can put his pride aside and like,
nah, he's too much of a little bitch.
but it would be so fucking good. Because the Rock, like, he's not like the best, but he's not a bad actor. He's a pretty good actor for certain things, and he would fucking nail this.
You say the Rock is a good actor?
I think he can go on. You don't go like, oh man, he's so bad. Like you go like, no, he
see
doesn't.
Black Adam?
Okay, yeah, sure. But he doesn't overexert himself usually acting wise. He plays safe characters that he can nail.
He plays himself.
Yeah, right. And so when you see, I'm sorry, some Rock movies are pretty enjoyable.
The only ones I could think of are the Fast and Furious movies.
Sorry.
Hello?
I forgot y'all could be
You
here.
scared us.
Shut up.
Are your headphones not plugged in?
No, this is on my phone.
Okay.
Content for
Sable's over there playing music like we're not here trying to make content. Anyway.
Arculus.
Hey, Arculus. Excited for Spider-Man 2 back in theaters. Cosmic Firefox says, do you guys hear the rumor that season 2 of live action Toph won't be playing? That is not true, Cosmic Firefox.
They will not do that because that is her character.
No. But in reality, that is completely made up. That was a satirical account that made it up.
Oh, really?
And people didn't double check it.
And it turned into like a story?
And it turned into a story.
Oh, shit.
So that is absolutely not true at all. The creators of the producers of the new show have not spoken at all about Toph or season 2.
They just said that it's happening. That's it.
Yeah, they said that it's happening. Yeah.
No,
it's completely fake.
That would also ruin her character.
No, absolutely. That was the joke, I guess. But like, people have A, no sense of humor, and B, no media literacy. So it like blew up like wildfire.
And then like websites start posting and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh,
right. And then it just gets more bad word of mouth or whatever.
Yeah.
For a series that I really like, and we're gonna talk about it in a little bit. But anyway, we're talking about Spider-Man. I would love to see Spider-Man 1, maybe Spider-Man 2. I take or leave 3, right? Amazing 1, maybe. I enjoy that film. Amazing 2, I really don't like.
You can watch Amazing 1 with Sable again.
Oh, babe.
again.
That was like one of our first dates. Yes, you did.
She keeps saying she's never seen those movies.
I never saw the
Wow.
second one for real.
You did. You have.
The second one,
Yes.
no.
Oh,
We've had
here
this
we go.
conversation before. You We watched it. We watched it the last time.
I fell asleep.
Actually,
Well,
that might have happened.
That checks out, actually.
actually.
Arculus says, how come Morbius isn't coming back
Morbius
in
already got
theaters?"
released in theaters twice.
So anyway, a lot of people are like criticizing. They're like, oh, they're just doing this for a cash grab. Number one, yeah,
Duh.
no shit. Number two, I was looking at like, again, I don't have their books in front of me, but I was looking at all of their kind of previous movies and their box office takes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Sony's in that bad of a position, actually. Madam Web didn't obviously didn't
It
make
wasn't
money.
successful, but it didn't lose them a shit
It
ton of
didn't
money or
lose money.
anything.
It probably cleared the marketing budget. Maybe, right?
It's just a little embarrassing.
It is
Yeah.
right. It is embarrassing. But you look at some of their other movies. Ghostbusters made a lot of money. Anyone But You made a lot of money. I was looking at all Sony's movies, and they have a lot of hits compared to Disney, who last year had a abysmal year where everything they put out big budget lost them money.
Well, their budgets are too fucking big.
Well, that's part of it. But Indiana Jones, the
Right.
Marvels, Little Mermaid did pretty good, and the rest of them were just flops.
Mm-hmm.
So it's look, we like to make fun of Sony, but you start comparing them to the WBs and the Universals, they're not the worst in terms of turning
No,
a
they're just
profit
making
right now.
dumb choices.
They're more visible because of the SSU. But here's the other thing too:
It's their creative shit that sucks.
yeah, but Across the Spider-Verse made a ton of money,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really good. They haven't made a bad Spider-Man movie since, in my opinion,
Spider-Man 3.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Mhm. Spider-Man 3 is worse.
Well, in either case, it's been over a decade since we see a Spider-Man movie in theaters that we did not enjoy. Right?
Holy shit! Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a decade ago.
It's 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So it's look, I like making fun of Sony, but at the same time, it's like they're, I don't know.
Yeah.
Should be noted too that Disney back in the day re-released Snow White 8 times in theaters. Anytime they were in
wasn't that also before like
home video, yes,
Yeah.
but anytime they were in financial trouble, they would just re-release Snow White,
because people love that
and
shit.
it would keep them out of bankruptcy. Yeah, so this is not the first time like something like this happens. Also, I'm a huge proponent of putting old movies back in theaters.
I'm fine with it.
All the time. There should be a theater, like for every regular theater, there should be another one next to it that's just playing the hits. Do
I mean, there's some theaters
man.
that like that movie theater that we hate does that.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Really?
they do.
They do it like once. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I'm never going back there though.
No, they fucking suck.
I drove by there yesterday. I shit you not.
flick it off?
I flicked it off. Fuck you. We had the worst experience of our lives at this movie theater.
Oh man.
It is Epic Theater in Orlando, Florida, next to the airport
Yes,
By
on,
the
on
way.
Lee Vista.
on Lee Vista. Yeah, fuck those
Fuck
people.
that. I left them a negative Google review, and I never do that.
Same.
Same. Also, Arculus, we did talk about the Acolyte already.
Flicked it off or flipped it off.
Both apply, Philly. At least here in America.
I'll flick you off. I flip you off. Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we say both. Both? All right, next. Is Aaron Taylor Johnson James Bond? We don't know. There was a rumor that said that, like, it was all done. Like, the deal was done. Aaron Taylor Johnson would be the next James Bond.
But now we're seeing stuff saying
That, contrary to earlier reports, Aaron Taylor Johnson has not been offered the role of James Bond.
at least not yet.
At least not yet, according to E! News. That doesn't mean that like there wasn't some like serious talks that then like, with the Broccoli family that then they're like
Right.
trying to hush up or whatever or got leaked. But
That being said, I think he'd be a pretty decent James Bond.
yeah, I like him a lot.
He's come a long way from Kick-Ass.
He really has, and he's very muscular and handsome and apparently British.
Oh yeah, he got like super ripped for Avengers.
And I always forget that he's British because I
Yeah.
haven't seen a single movie of his.
He's always
British. He's
talking
always
with
American.
either American or like in the case of Avengers, like vaguely European.
Yeah. But if you know about 007 and the Broccoli family, they will not hire you can't hire any non-British person to play James Bond.
Oh, they're very, very strict about that.
Yeah. So it's like that's one thing. So he has to be from the island.
I'd be interested to see this.
Wasn't there an Irish one once? Nah, right.
Sean Connery?
Sean Connery is Scottish.
Oh.
Very Scottish.
He was allowed to play James Bond though?
It's British.
Oh.
Anyway, I think one time like Liam Neeson might have been offered, or he was like in the running for it, and it was between him.
Irish, right?
Yeah, he's Irish. It was between him and the guy we got in the '90s. What was his name?
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
Who
is
isn't
Welsh.
Yeah.
He's Welsh. That's also British though.
He's also the best James Bond. So
No, he's not.
yeah, he is.
Daniel Craig is. It's not even close to me. Like dude,
It's Pierce Brosnan.
and Sean Connery was great, but it's not Pierce Brosnan.
It's Pierce Brosnan.
No. All right, this is all the news we have, you guys. So let's go here. That's it for the news for this week, you guys. Thank you guys for watching or listening and supporting us on Patreon. Or if you're here live on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube, great. Come find us on Patreon. You can watch all of our news segments and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll see you guys next week here on News from the Phantom Zone.
Bye.
I don't know.
Don't we have a?
We do, yeah. It already went. I want to shorten the second one so it doesn't have the beep, 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 like that kind of intro.
Oh.
Because that's more for the intro, and then make the outro a slightly different one. But that would be work.
Yeah.
So
Arcula said Cillian Murphy for Bond.
calling it Cillian Murphy. He wouldn't do it. Action
I don't think
movies?
he'd. I think he'd be
No.
like, that's not really my speed.
Nah, that's not. What I really like about Cillian Murphy is he seems to be like a perfectly normal human being.
I don't think he's normal. He didn't know what an internet meme was.
Well, okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like
He's like an old man.
like he's like not into the internet, and he's not into his own celebrity either. Like he's not in. Like he has no ego. He's just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Everything's like,
He's
oh
very
yeah,
shut off.
he's
from
very
everything.
nice and kind, but like, yeah, I don't know.
He's
It
weird. He's not normal.
just seems normal to me. I'm sorry, like being off the internet is not normal.
It's not normal.
Okay.
In this day and age, that is not normal.
I appreciate just a man reading books, I guess.
He reads books by candlelight. That's all he does.
The weight loss shit he did is freaky.
For a role?
Oh, yeah, well, method acting.
Or the studio told him, hey, you need to lose this much weight in this amount of time. He was like, oh, shit.
Right. All right, so let me go here. We're going to go pod form. Boom. All right, we're only going to do one of these. Here's what I want to do, because it took a while to prepare. And last time we were kind of burnt out when we did news, and then 2 Where's Mephisto's back to back.
Mm-hmm.
At least I was. I don't know about you.
I wasn't.
You could just go on forever.
I could talk forever.
Nice. So I want to do one of these today. Next week we'll do the final Where's Mephisto on this.
Okay.
The week after that we'll start Wolverine movies.
Okay.
So I'll probably do those bi-weekly. Or longer. Yeah. Because then after, because we're doing Avatar, what was the next streaming thing? It's not for a while, I don't think.
Next streaming. Oh.
X-Men 97, maybe, if we do that. I don't know if we're going to do that.
I'm watching the original series to catch up before it comes out.
All of it?
Yeah.
It's like 100 episodes or something.
Yeah, it's like 4
wow.
seasons or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like finding a list of like, oh, hey, watch these episodes or something. Like what's
It's
the better
all
ones?
important.
No, it's not. This is the 90s. There was a lot of filler going on back then.
The thing is, I'm watching it. There's a surprising amount of plot in this. It's not just like Saturday morning, boom, boom, boom.
Right, like story arcs and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched it, but like, I don't remember. I was a baby when this show was coming out. Like, you gotta understand. Maybe we'll do like, how many episodes is it?
I have no idea.
Maybe we just do like one Where's Mephisto for the series overview, because
we could do that.
It's.
Because you are planning on watching it.
I'll probably watch it, but I don't want to watch every fucking episode leading up to it. I'm not doing that. Because I want to, after Avatar.
You know, there's a continuation, right?
Yeah, but
It's not a new thing.
it is a new thing. But yeah, it's a combination of both.
Also, Invincible is back on after a 4-month
That's what I'm
hiatus.
saying. Like, there's too many things on, and right now I'm doing an Avatar rewatch.
You're always doing an Avatar rewatch.
No, I started it right before the show came out. Like,
I'm doing an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. rewatch.
like a month and a half ago. Yeah, that's ridiculous. After I do this, after Avatar, I'll probably do Bad Batch.
Oh, true. Because
I haven't seen
you're
any.
very behind on that.
I'm 2 short seasons behind. That's nothing. Aren't they like
We're
10
already almost done with season 3.
Aren't they only like 10 episodes or something?
They might be more than that.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I get it in no time. Anyway, so there's just too much to watch. I'm not watching fucking 4 seasons of.
Oh,
X-Men.
new episode of Bad Batch tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, cool. But X-Men, the original animated show, I would watch. It was like one of the first TV shows I recall watching in my life. I was watching it in Puerto Rico in Spanish.
Oh, wow. I was watching it in Hawaii in English.
Oh, okay.
I remember I didn't watch it on TV, though. We had like VHS tapes of it.
Oh, okay.
And I remember the boxes looked really cool because the boxes were like black and it had like the red X-Men logo on the spine.
Oh, yeah.
It was really cool looking.
I'm assuming it was in Spanish. It could have been in English, and I just didn't understand any of it. Because I do remember this one thing. I thought that Wolverine's name was just X-Man. So it's possible that I just had that it was like in English, and I didn't speak English.
So you saw Wolverine, you're like,
I was just
X-Man.
I was like, these are the X-Men, or this is the X-Man, and I don't know who everyone else is. But I had a Wolverine action figure from the show also.
Whoa.
But anyway. But I have a vivid memory of watching X-Men in Puerto Rico, though, in my house. And I was 4 years old. It's like one of the earliest memories I have.
You know, that show is considered one of the best adaptations of X-Men, like, period.
They made like 4 more. Like cartoon ones.
I know.
It was because it was Evolution. Then they made like 2 more after that.
Evolution was like kind of its own thing, like totally. Though they
I
were
liked
going to like
Evolution.
regular high school for some
Yeah.
reason. Why?
Because it's
They're
cool.
already at a school for gifted youngsters.
It was more of a after-school boarding situation. They went to regular high school.
They went to regular high school, and then after school, they went back to school.
It was because it was relatable. That's why it's a show for kids.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, I loved X-Men Evolution.
I love that,
but
show,
it didn't make
yeah.
sense.
It was the perfect amount of like, high school 2000s edgy.
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember
like,
thinking Rogue in that series was hot.
it was like pre-emo.
because she was like
you
kind of
know?
like goth
Yeah.
emo-esque.
I thought it was great. That was a great show. After that, there was like a Wolverine centric one, and then
It's
another
like Wolverine and the X-Men, I think it was called.
Yeah, and then there was like another Wolverine centric one after that.
I think that one was also called Wolverine. Like that might have just been Wolverine.
I don't know. Anyway, let's take a quick break and then we'll start this episode.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back,
I'm
everybody.
gonna chug my beer.
Don't chug.
Not on camera.
Damn it! I always do. Always fucking.
Actually, maybe not. It's 11%. No, Philly. Not every X-Men iteration is just Wolverine centric.
Oh my God! Everybody,
the movies.
everybody can see this.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Everybody can hear this too, by the way. Okay. There we go. You guys.
All right. Well, yeah, no, Philly. Only like the movies and some of the cartoons are Wolverine centric.
All right, we did this. The comics are most certainly not.
No, Wolverine is just a
Yeah.
member of the X-Men.
Okay, we're muting ourselves now. Bye. Okay, we're back.
I'm still doing Duolingo.
Oh my god.
I have like 2 more.
I thought you were
actually, this
done.
is literally the last one.
Berto does his Duolingo at the very end of the night. And so, like, well, every time we go on break, he does his Duolingo so he doesn't lose his streak before midnight. But it's not planned, which means one of these days you're going to actually, like, forget. Okay.
All right, I got my streak.
What's your streak at?
265 days.
Wow.
100 days shy of a year.
And are you fluent?
No.
Let's do this. Berto, let's do this podcast in Spanish.
Hola, me llamo Roberto.
Intro in Spanish, babe.
Whoa.
Bienvenido a Películas de la Zona Fantasma. I guess.
Then what?
Oh yeah, I guess some of our stuff doesn't really translate.
Donde discutimos películas
Oh
de
shit, that's like
tema
full.
olvidadas y
I know you can speak
quebradas.
Spanish,
I don't know.
but you're fluent.
These people? I don't know.
Sounded like you're fluent.
Well, I'm trying. Hold on a second. I was trying to translate our intro as best I could.
know. I thought it would be faster than that.
It's hard because it's not like it's written in front of me. I have to fucking like think. I'm like, well, what is the things that we say every time? And then,
Oh, true.
okay,
No, I didn't know it takes a minute for you to translate.
yeah,
Okay. I'm not fluent.
okay.
We know.
Imagine you had something that you said all the time, but was like wildly inappropriate. And a 5-year-old comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, like, tell me your story or whatever," and you have to be like, "Oh shit, okay." And then now you're
Censor it.
you're censoring. You know, you see how that would take a second? It's like that times 10.
Yeah, okay. That makes
You're censoring yourself when you speak Spanish?
I guess
No. Anyway. Ugh, maybe one day we'll do a Spanish.
No,
one.
we won't.
I'll do this.
How about you just dub over the whole episode in Spanish?
I'll just do your lines. Anyway. Okay, Cosmic Firefox said, unfortunately I have to go to bed because I work in the morning. Good night. Good night. Thanks for the
Bye.
bits.
100 bits.
Nice. And
I don't know
also,
what that translates to, but yeah.
thank you for the follow, The Art of Goblin Trash.
Thank you.
You said that's your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent username.
He just posted an art on Instagram, actually, and I liked it.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
Slurp.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it's something that he got. He didn't make it. Never mind.
And of course, some silence real quick. Oh, God. Sable's computer is so fucking loud. When it's so bad.
Here's
What-
the thing, though. It's going to be there the whole episode anyway. So.
I know, yeah. So it'll actually, yeah, with that sample, it'll actually sort of take it away
That
from
is
the
a
whole
loud...
thing.
I mean, you built it.
It doesn't have that much in it. It only has like 4 fans. It has 2 on a radiator and like 2 intake or something like that. But you know what it is? It's just like there was the default fans that it came with, and so they're not like
Oh.
built for quiet. They're built so that you upgrade, right? So
Right.
They're intentionally like
It's supposed
not
to be
great.
there, like, temporarily.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So well, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't make them great so that you can then buy an upgrade specialty quiet fan. These fans, as you can
You don't even hear them.
You don't hear them at all. And there's like 6 of them in here or something.
Wow.
They're like the specific. They were like the Corsair extra quiet fans. So what I'm gonna do?
Get those for sale.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is when I rebuild this computer, I'll rip all the fans out and put them in there.
Not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Maybe you could put a little
A little
graphics card in there,
recycling.
too.
She don't need a graphics card though. For what?
For streaming.
For what? She streams just fine without it.
When she streams Spyro on her PC instead of on the
She
PlayStation.
didn't play it. Oh yeah, okay. I'm like, just play it on PlayStation.
When we get her to become a PC gamer.
No. Oh, not going down that hole. Anyway, let's get going. All right, guys. So this is gonna be oh fuck.
Oh no, what?
Oh shit. I'm not gonna get rid of this.
Oh.
All right, cool. Fixed it.
When are you gonna finish Spider-Man 2?
I was playing yesterday. I'm like 39. I'm like 40-something%, I think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I keep wanting. You know what my problem is sometimes I don't want to sit down and do story because I don't pay attention. I just want to do little side things. But then I ran out of side things to do because I haven't unlocked them.
Yeah, you unlock more of it through like the foundation and stuff, and
it's not like other open world sandbox games where like all of the side missions are open already. You just have to go find them.
Right.
And this one, it's like no, you have to progress through the story and then unlock them.
Have you played any Elder Scrolls game like Skyrim or anything like that? You'd
No.
probably like it.
Mm.
Actually, you'd probably like Skyrim. It's very there's a reason why it was re-released like 10 times.
Right. I remember when the first one came out. I was in college.
The first Elder Scrolls?
No, Skyrim.
Oh. The first Skyrim?
Yeah. Because it's like Elder Scrolls 3, right?
No, Elder
Skyrim?
Scrolls 3
Or 4?
is Morrowind. That came out in like 2002.
Okay.
Elder Scrolls
4
4 is
is-
Oblivion.
Oh, fuck. 5?
That's Skyrim.
Oh, wow.
And it'll probably be another like 5 years before we get Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, so they still haven't made another one?
No, they've just re-released. They have Elder Scrolls Online, but that's made by a different studio, and they just kind of keep adding expansions to that.
Oh, is it getting wild?
It's
love-
cool. You
I
can
love online
explore.
games
There's a
there.
lot to explore there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway.
I think you'd like it though, because it is one of those games where it's like, all right, go do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. Is it like fight
you-
dragons and shit?
You can. Like
Okay.
it's one of those games where you don't even have to do the main story. You can if you want to unlock like certain abilities and stuff,
Yeah.
but like you really don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, so I think yesterday when I was playing, I was just kind of story focused.
Mm-hmm.
I did the first. I did the mission that you do with Harry as
Oh,
Venom, I guess.
you like his
He's-
suit? It's the Agent Venom suit.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
And
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, that looks cool as fuck. I'm so glad they did that.
For a second, I'm like, that looks familiar, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's original Agent Venom. Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
the Venom that Flash Thompson becomes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'm interested. I like that it's a completely like original story, so I don't know where it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of like in Spider-Man 1. We'll talk about this when we do the episode, but in Spider-Man 1, you knew Doc Ock becomes,
Oh yeah.
or what's his face becomes Doc Ock, and so you're just
Right.
waiting for it. It was like Hot Tub Time Machine. You're waiting for that guy to chop his arm off.
It's like, and this one, like, you know, Harry's gonna become Venom from like the first scene,
yeah, but
but
It's-
you don't know how.
okay, yeah,
you
but
don't know.
It's the how, and that's the story, but it's because Harry is never Venom. He's never been Venom.
Right. So
This is
it's
completely
something new.
original,
It's
yeah.
yeah.
It's always that fucking photographer. What's his name?
Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock.
Topher Grace.
So it's
Tom
interesting.
Hardy.
Yeah,
God, Tom Hardy's kind of a shitty Eddie Brock.
he's horrible. I don't like him. He's a great Venom.
Your boss is a bad guy. Fuck that. I need to rewatch that movie though
Do ya?
to reaffirm my hatred for. Oh God, I sound like Garrett.
Yeah. Yeah, third one comes out soon.
That's true.
Like
I
end of
kind
the
of
year or
want to.
whatever.
I kind of forgot. It's not like that much happens, but I have forgotten what happens.
Hmm.
Remember, there's like an ex-boyfriend or something that they kind of become friends with, and
Yeah, he's like the doctor from I forget what TV show.
Modern Family.
No.
Is he from Modern
No,
Family?
he's from Veep. Sorry, he's from
Veep.
Veep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, he's like the politician. He's one of the aides. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway,
Those movies suck. Anyway,
welcome to Where's Mephisto, your bonus podcast where you watch whatever's currently streaming and ask the burning question on everyone's mind: where is Mephisto? Birdo.
I got nothing.
Wow. Just so y'all know, a little behind the scenes, I cut to Birdo every single time we do this, and he's never has a good answer.
I don't know where the fuck he's at. Like,
That's a good answer. Let's get going. Birdo, where are we looking for Mephisto today? He's mid-chug, everybody.
sorry. Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Heck yeah. Episodes
5
and
and 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So we've been doing these in 2-episode chunks. We did 1 and 2. Or we did 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. 1 and 2, that was up on the regular show. So if you heard that and you wanted to come to Patreon to hear us continue to review this show, thank you so much for being here. This is a Patreon exclusive. We do all the streaming TV shows that I choose will do. So
Yeah, because I'll watch anything. You're a little more picky.
Sure. Yeah. So anyway, let's get going. Episode 5, Spirited Away.
Ooh, good title.
It is a good title because it's a little, it's kind of an allusion to Spirit Away. Or Spirit? Is it called
Spirited Away.
Oh, Spirited Away is what
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah. But it's the spirit-centric.
The
anyway.
Miyazaki film. Yeah.
Right. Directed by Roseanne Liang and written by Gabriel Janas. The guest stars in this are George Takei as Ko, the face stealer.
Nice.
Randall Duke Kim as Wan Shi Tong.
Oh yeah, Wan Shi Tong's in this episode.
Yeah. I looked it up. He's not the same voice. He sounds very similar.
See, in roles like that though, it's like if you can get the same voice, why not?
Yeah, sure. George Takei was fantastic as Ko.
He is. He's not the original Ko, is he?
Oh, wait. Isn't he? He might be. We looked this up last time.
I feel like he was, but now I'm not sure.
Can you look it up again?
Yeah.
Amber Midthunder as Princess Yue's fox spirit form. So that's a bit of a spoiler. I'm assuming you've seen the show.
Yeah, at this point, we don't know that that's Yue.
Right. Arden Cho as June. Elizabeth Yu as Princess Azula. Talia Tran as Mai. Momona Tamada as Tai Li. Lim K. Siu as Gyatso. And Rui Eiskender as Lieutenant G. Casey Camp Horinek as Gran Gran. When's Gran Gran in these episodes?
Gran Gran's in this episode?
No, she's not.
I thought she was only in like episode 1.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There's a flashback.
Oh.
She's in this episode.
Is it a younger Gran Gran?
No, it's the same Gran.
Oh.
It's from like 4 years ago or 5 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And also the mom, Kaya, is in this. But
okay.
she's not. She wasn't credited,
Oh.
so I don't know her name.
In the cartoon, Ko is voiced by Eric Todd Dellums.
Oh, okay.
Not
So
by
it's not
George
Takei.
Takei.
I think George Takei has a role in Avatar at some point.
I
though.
feel like he does because his
He's in a
name
lot
is
of
associated with Avatar for some reason for me prior to seeing this.
Yeah, and he's also he did a lot of voice acting, so he's in a lot of things.
He did a lot of stuff after Star Trek.
Yeah. Matt Yang King as the voice of Appa and Momo. That shouldn't be but whatever. Anyway, he deserves credit. What were you saying?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
All
I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Doesn't matter. It's not important.
Okay.
Oh wait, I do. Eric Todd Dellums. I was gonna go back to him.
Okay.
Fun fact: he is the voice of the radio DJ in Fallout 3. To anybody that's played that game, he plays Three Dog.
Not me, but okay.
Great game.
No,
There's
sure.
a TV series coming out soon.
Yeah, I did hear about.
Have you seen the
that.
trailer?
Nope.
It honestly looks really good. It captures the tone of the game
All right.
perfectly.
Isn't it pretty much like it's kind of silly, but it's kind of very bleak.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind
It's like super bleak because it's post-apocalyptic,
Right.
nuclear war, all that. But also, it's got this really weird sense of humor to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
okay. That's what I get from just like seeing images and stuff.
Mhm.
After fleeing Fire Nation soldiers, Aang, Sokka, and Katara stop at a burned-down forest that was destroyed by the Fire Nation. Aang blames himself for not protecting the natural world, and Sokka spots a little girl who leads them to a nearby village. The leader of the village reveals several members have gone missing, including his son, Shi Yong, to investigate why the land seems to be spiritually dying.
Okay, so we already noticed kind of the adaptation of that episode with that village and Heibai and
And Heibai, yeah.
yeah.
Were you going to say something else? Cause,
Oh, I was gonna say, Sokka's really good with children.
yeah. He makes a joke where he's like, my name is Sokka, rhymes with Akka,
Akka.
and Waka Waka.
Waka waka.
And I'm like, that's a weird reference to make. Like, have you seen the Muppets before?
Right, but also that was referencing like, his Tales of Ba Sing Se thing, where he does the poetry thing, where he does the haikus.
Right, yeah. Did he say Waka Waka in that
He
one?
doesn't say Waka Waka,
no,
but he goes,
yeah.
the
My name is Sokka.
rhymes with
rhymes with-
Akka.
Yeah.
And ladies, I just rocked
I
ya.
just rocked it,
But
yeah.
one too many syllables.
Yeah, and they kick him out.
And then like the bouncer's like, that was one too many
He's
syllables.
like, they're all like counting. They're like, fuck. I love that. I saw that episode like a week ago.
That was like genuinely funny.
Oh, I didn't catch that reference. There's a lot of really good and I picked up some more later. I'm gonna bring up. There's really good references and Easter eggs to episodes or threads or characters that didn't make the cut, basically. in here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that could be perceived as one. I don't think we're gonna get poetry slam Sokka like at any
Probably
time.
not.
So,
As funny as that was,
yeah.
I think the closest thing we're gonna get to that episode being adapted is probably gonna be like maybe Momo looking for Appa.
And well, we're definitely gonna get
And then-
Tears from the Vine.
Yeah,
Leaves from the Vine. I keep saying
we already
Tears.
kind of got it, but I'm sure we'll get
No,
the whole
the
like
proper-
it's his birthday and I'm gonna do the
and then
little.
he's
It'd
gonna
be
sing
a
this,
crime if they didn't
and
do
he's
that.
gonna sing the song to the kid, and maybe do some other nice deeds. I think they're gonna do all of that. Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
And we're gonna cry.
Here's the thing: the show already made me cry at this
It
point.
did actually. Yeah. Some other things. I really like the intro. It's just like, in the show at this point, they're running. There's a lot of different misadventures of them running away from the Fire Nation. I like that this episode starts out and they're like, "Hey, don't worry about how we got here. We're running away from the Fire Nation." They're just being chased,
Right.
So that was fun. Also, Katara doing the ice discs.
Yeah, the only time she really does that in the cartoon is at the North Pole, right? When she's fighting.
I don't know if that's
Those
in
when
the
she was fighting Paku.
Yeah. But she's like, "Oh yeah, I learned it from watching Earthbenders." And you previously had
I
seen...
can see Earthbenders. I can picture it.
Well, yeah. Previously, I'm almost certain we've seen either an Earthbender or I think it might have been King Boomy that we saw doing that same move where he had a big rock and he was like slicing it and throwing it.
Yeah. Which is like he just makes a rock come up. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. So part of like an overall discussion about Katara's bending throughout the show in this season, same as in the cartoon, she starts from nothing and then becomes like the best by the end, right?
Yeah.
And you see that kind of gradual increase. Also, there's I feel like someone's phone's going off. I just feel like I hear vibrating.
Is it
somewhere.
mine?
This might have been Sable's.
It's not mine.
It's in my
Because
head.
my last notification was 38 minutes
All right,
ago.
it's in my head. Anyway, there's also this kind of notion that time has been passing, like several weeks have gone by or so, and I also really like that. I like that, like, we're obviously we don't see everything, but we get to see that, like, we get to understand that the characters are bonding off screen.
Yeah, like maybe the Great Divide happened off screen.
Oh no, it did. Actually, we'll get to it. But Sokka or Katara mentions that like Sokka tried dating a Fire Nation girl, and he's like, I didn't know she was Fire
How was I supposed
Nation.
to know she was a Fire Nation soldier?
Yeah. And like that's not from the cartoon, but it's fun that they're having adventures all
right,
the time.
and it's like we don't need
know?
to see everything.
Right.
We really don't.
Yeah.
Especially when like you're limited to 8 episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Fire Nation, Azula flatters Fire Lord Ozai and suggests that Commander Zhao should deserve more resources for finding the Avatar, and Ozai agrees. However, he then corrects her. Why did she open the door and then not come in? Oh, there she is.
She was getting a drink.
Sorry, I was getting my stuff.
Oh, from my perspective, I was like, what's she doing?
It looked like you opened the door and ran
And then
away.
just ran away. Yeah.
You know what? As soon as I did, I was like, oh, these two are going to have something to say.
However, he then corrects her that Zuko was the resilient one who found the Avatar, a quality he's looking in an heir over self-serving flattery. Azula trains even harder to become a perfect warrior. Commander Zhao is given the Yu Yang archers and promoted from commander to admiral.
Okay.
There was a big source of complaint here on Twitter because
Of course there was.
some people didn't like seeing an empathetic side or a sympathetic side to Azula. Berto's
What?
making a lot of faces right
What?
now, by the way. Because when we meet Azula, she's basically pure evil.
Right.
And she's never kind at all. She's
Right,
never
right,
she's
right.
never the show never portrays her like, oh, look at her, she's been abused and feel sorry for her. Never.
It
But-
hints at it.
Maybe, yeah.
Especially towards the end with like all the stuff with their mother.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like
yeah.
actually 100% at the end.
Towards the
Yeah.
I like the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, this again, number one, this is adaptation, right? But then also number two, Azula's not in this season in the cartoon. This whole Azula's character and Ozai, their
It's
interaction,
all off screen.
Yeah, all this is happening off screen, and it's like this is their origin basically. This is Azula's origin story.
Yeah. Also, when the cartoon came out, the complaint was that Azula didn't have enough development.
Exactly. I wasn't there for that. But
I was there for that.
That makes sense because Azula just comes out of nowhere. She's like, I'm evil. Let's go. And it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? What is your character?
Right.
What drives you?
And then
you
we
know?
get a hint of it at the end where she starts like unraveling in the finale because it's like she thinks her father thinks she's not good enough, just like her mother thought she wasn't good enough.
Right.
Her own mother thought she was a mom.
Okay,
Yes.
do you want to be a part
She
of
was
this?
right, of course.
I just have my little tidbits here and there. Keep this in, don't edit it out.
Okay. She hasn't seen this show, by the way.
I've seen Avatar.
You haven't seen this show.
You should watch it.
It's good, and I'll watch it with you. I
And
really
it's
like
getting
it.
2 more seasons, so like it or not, the story is going to be completed.
No, I really enjoy this. I enjoy seeing Ozai. Also, what I was gonna say is, like I said before, this has the benefit of knowing the entire story from the onset.
Right.
So, like, whereas maybe during the cartoon they didn't have Azula figured out for season 1, they had her as she has one cameo and that's it.
Mm.
And then they show her at the post credits or whatever at the end.
Right.
This knows who Azula is, and they can pre-develop that. So she gets her character development that maybe the
And I
first
think
show was
it's
missing.
Genuinely good development. Like,
Yeah.
Ozai's a terrible father. He's pitting his children against each other.
Yes, that's the point.
Yeah. He doesn't care which one comes out on top, but he wants one of them to.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll see later in this episode where like he's doing things specifically to Zuko to strengthen. He's putting them through the crucible and seeing who comes out.
Right. The
And-
Crucible is a great play, by the way. Have you ever read it?
In high school. Burkinator, hey, thanks for the bits. For Hundo. Bits from Burkinator.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you very much, Zach. I know, but yeah, and I love that Azula here is like so visibly frustrated. There's a little there. Elizabeth Yu is her name. She does some really good facial acting here, where when Ozai starts kind of breaking her down, her face starts like crumbling.
Yeah.
It's Ozai talking, but the camera's locked on her, and I thought that worked really well.
Yeah, you see like her face like drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause she's flattering him.
Mhm.
She's like, hey, like I learned this from you, and blah blah blah, and you know, and
He's like, yeah, but your brother's the one that found the
and he's
Avatar.
like, no, stop doing that. Like, this isn't gonna work for you.
He
And it
knows
just
exactly what she's doing.
and it
Yeah.
just gets her to train harder. And then when you see her training, also there are hints because another complaint was that her
Why isn't her fire blue?
exactly, but it's
Because
in
she
this.
hasn't developed that skill yet, you fucking idiots.
But you see it in these episodes,
Right.
Where she
It's-
gets extra angry, a little spark of blue comes out.
Mhm.
That's what they're building towards.
Right.
Aang realizes maintaining the balance between the natural and spirit worlds is his responsibility, and is determined to go into the spirit world to rescue the villagers. However, Sokka and Katara are pulled into the spirit world as well. There, the trio encounter Wan Shi Tong, a giant owl spirit who only Aang can hear. He warns Aang of the dangers of the spirit world, especially for the human interlopers, Sokka and Katara. Wan Shi Tong points Aang in the direction of a stone hut where someone might be able to help him and flies away.
I feel like Wan Shi Tong kind of took the place of that little monkey spirit. Where he's like, oh, look, go chase that thing.
Monkey spirit.
Remember when Aang goes to the spirit world and there's like that monkey and he starts talking to him and he's like, leave me alone.
Oh, I love that guy.
And he's like, but I'm just looking for answers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, go chase that thing.
I do love that guy, but yeah, you barely. That's all you see.
It's kind of
yeah.
the same role here. My thing is, all right, so we've already established Wan Shi Tong as a spirit. Are we going to see him again in book 2?
Probably.
I feel like we have to because the library is actually like a
Probably.
very,
The library is important. A
it's
lot
an-
of important
it's an
things
important
happen in the
episode.
library.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen them adapt a lot of storylines in creative ways that I've really appreciated, and we're going to get into this episode doing the same thing. When it comes to the library, however, it's like a lot of important things happen right there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very epic and I think could translate very well to live action.
And
like,
Wan Shi Tong's a scary villain.
scary as fuck. Also, 'cause it's a predatory bird and it's 20 feet tall.
And he's chasing
What?
you. Like, oh, man.
You've got Toph holding up the library while Appa's getting
Which
stolen.
shows what a great earthbender
Oh my
she
God.
is.
You got the fucking library. We're probably not going to see the librarian guy. No, the scholar, the professor.
The thing is, there was such a good payoff in Legend of Korra with him.
Does he come back? I don't remember.
He,
Is he a
you
spirit?
see his corpse. when Jinora's in the library talking to Wan Shi Tong, it's like, oh, I can read this stuff forever. He's like, oh, the last person that said that's still here, and it just shows his corpse there. It's just a skeleton. Just
I have to see Korra. I don't remember that. Danger Ranger says it's funny when Sokka kept calling him Birdie. That was quite hilarious.
I hope that
actually.
comes back.
I hope that comes back. My only thing about him not understanding Wan Shi Tong is that I guess it could still work out. So is that Sokka's the one that double crossed Wan Shi Tong, and that's what pissed him off.
Right.
Because Sokka's like, we're not gonna take anything. We're not gonna because Wan Shi
But
Tong's
then he's like, hang on, I found something that might really help us.
it's gonna turn the tides of the war, and that's what I was getting at.
Well, that's the whole reason Sokka went there.
Yeah, in the library, they discover that there's going to be a solar eclipse coming, and they specifically go back while the whole library is sinking to find what day it's going to happen, the day of Black Sun, and it just kicks off the events of season 3.
Right.
So,
which is, by the way, that's some incredible stuff for a children's show.
Oh yeah, no, I think it goes beyond saying at this point that like Avatar: The Last Airbender is an incredible show.
No, because not only does it get into like the whole like doing like shady things in the name of like war, but also it's like it's good setup for like something that's to come later. It's foreshadowing. That's like, what other like children's cartoon was that present in really at the time? Like, because maybe Ben 10 had some stuff like that, but that's like
I don't know anything about Ben 10. I like this. I like putting Wan Shi Tong here now because then it's going to be a greater payoff when we meet him again in the future.
Yes, and I hope that Sokka and Katara can understand him.
Well, that's the thing. Here they're in the spirit world. They're in the real world.
True.
The spirits can travel between both.
It's a little harder for mortals to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, that's the thing. Were you surprised when this happened? Because I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming at all, that they were going to be in the spirit world.
I mean, Sokka does end up in the spirit world in the cartoon, but he just kind of during like these episodes, him and like all the villagers, they get like taken by Heibai. They're right. But we don't really see anything.
They're just kind of like, well, they're not conscious in the spirit world though.
I don't think so, because
they're
just gone, and then they come out of the forest,
right?
And then Sokka's like, I'm hungry and I have to use the bathroom. Right.
Well, he says that in this one too. Yeah. I thought it was crazy, but this episode is pulling concepts from Legend of Korra, which is some humans can go to the spirit world at some point, living or dead.
Right. I don't think it's a common thing.
No, it's not.
And it doesn't become a common thing until Korra, when she, opens
the spirit world
opens the bridge. She literally becomes the bridge between both the worlds.
Right. But Iroh does it famously.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He decides to not go into
I'm
the
sure
afterlife.
he opened a tea shop in the spirit world.
He decides to not go into the afterlife. He stays in the spirit world. Also, for a brief moment in Korra, we see Zhao, who's like stuck in like purgatory state.
He's lost.
Yeah, in the spirit world, which is hilarious. He's been doing that for decades.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah, but later this episode, we're gonna see Gyatso, who decides to stay behind in the spirit world to guide Aang,
but only for that amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a little sad.
It was a little bit sad, actually,
because he knew he wasn't gonna see Aang again.
Yeah.
When Aang was like, "Oh, can I come back and talk to you later? I gotta go help my friends," and he's like, Yeah, I'll be here when you get back. Sure.
Anyway, I actually have written down Sokka complaining about being hungry as prime Sokka.
I'm starving.
But anyway, elsewhere, Zuko and Iroh hear reports of waterbending from their Lieutenant G and investigate a small village tavern, where the patrons recant stories they've heard of the Avatar from pirates and a canyon guy. Something about fighting off canyon crawlers. I didn't hear that the first time I watched the show. This time
I missed that when I watched it.
Yeah, this time when I was I was doing these notes, I actually went back, turned the volume all the way up, and the guy in the back is like, "Yeah, he fought off some canyon crawlers."
So we have that pirate episode and the Great Divide.
Reference and Easter eggs, yeah.
As adventures that happen off screen.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to incorporate as much as they can, which is fantastic. You love that attention to detail. Mm-hmm. Obviously they can't devote entire episodes, and they should not devote entire episodes to that.
No, they shouldn't.
So it's fun that like we hear these little Easter eggs, but Zuko is disappointed that everyone seems to know about the Avatar. Using a Paizo metaphor, Iroh instead enlists the help of a bounty hunter named June and her scent tracking Shirshu, Nyla. Zuko disapproves, who thinks of bounty hunters as dishonorable lowlifes.
Okay. And June looks just like June, by the way.
Played by Arden Cho.
They got that casting like spot on.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She seems a little bit friendlier in this.
A little bit. She's very mean in the show.
Yeah. In this, she's kind of more flirtatious, kind of more...
She thinks Iroh's a little cute old man.
Yeah. Whereas, I like that they flipped it because...
Well, yeah, because in the cartoon, Iroh is kind of creepy towards her.
He was creeping on her quite a bit.
Yeah.
And there's that scene where like she like falls on him and she's passed down.
She's like paralyzed.
She's paralyzed. He's pretending to be like unconscious, but he's like...
And then Zuko's like, Uncle, I didn't see it hit you. And he's like, shh. And then you see June like open her eyes angrily. And he's just holding her.
Yeah. This is better than creepy Uncle Iroh.
It is. It was a little out of character for Iroh, like seeing the rest of the series. Like those,
sure, yeah,
because he's not a creepy old man.
No, I mean he comments on people on like being like hot, but like I don't know if he's being serious all the time either.
I don't think
I'm thinking about the ticket lady in Ba Sing Se.
I think he was just trying to charm her.
Yeah. In the spirit world, the trio encounter Heibai.
Heibai.
Why are you?
You just pissed Sable off.
First of all, she has no...
That's some movie shit that you just did.
Yeah,
God.
he wants to be like M. Night Shyamalan.
I should have... Okay, you come here and read this. I should have put it all phonetically is what I should have done. In the spirit world, the trio encounter Heibai, the vengeful form of the spirit of the burnt down forest. He attacks the group, leading them to veer off path. Katara is transported back to the Southern Water Tribe, where she is forced to relive the day the Southern Raiders raided Wolf Cove. Katara tries to stop her mother Kaya from entering a house, but her mother enters anyway.
Aww.
Young Katara hides and watches as a firebender named Yanra. Is that how you say his name?
Yanra? Yeah.
Interrogates Kaya, looking for the last waterbender in the Southern Water Tribe. Katara tries bending to protect her mother, barely enough to move some water, but enough for Yanra to notice. Kaya takes responsibility for the water bending, and Yanra kills her.
Very brutally, too.
Oh, fires her face off.
Yeah. Like, oh my God.
So thoughts here, because there's a lot going on. There's little bits of season 2 and season 3 being pulled in here.
I'm liking that them in the spirit world, they're kind of like reliving like nightmares.
Yeah.
But this is like Ko like terrorizing them.
Right. It's like they're in Ko's like forest, basically. Yeah.
I'm surprised none of their faces got stolen.
Well, they didn't. I mean, they call him the face stealer, and you see the faces, but the face stealing isn't really a thing in this one.
No, because
I guess
the way it was in the cartoon was like he would try to elicit like an emotional response, and if he did, he'd take your face.
Right.
Which I'm sure was based off of some like folklore,
some mythology. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But in here, like, don't get me wrong, that's scary, but also that's the only time we see Ko ever.
Yeah.
Here, it's like he's very creepy. Here, it's like almost like horror-esque.
Oh yeah.
And I can't help but feel like maybe we'll see more of him in the series.
It could be possible. Can I be honest? I never really liked Ko in the cartoon because I thought it was just kind of came out of nowhere, and the whole face stealing rule, not showing emotion, also like it is probably some sort of folklore.
It's probably what it was based on.
But it was just kind of like, to me, it just seemed like a video game kind of side quest. Because it's over in an episode, and the implications aren't really important.
I think it's just kind of showing like how dangerous some of the spirits could be in the spirit world.
And I don't remember why he went to talk to Ko in the first place in the cartoon. It was for some reason.
He learned something about the koi fish, like that's how he learns about the moon and ocean spirits. That's how he learns that the spirits are in the koi fish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he gets really excited.
He gets excited.
The koi fish, and then Ko looks at him.
He's like, "Thank you.
I must be going now."
Oh, that's fine. But I kind of like this better where, like, it's not... like
It's kind of like he's, like, preying on
Yeah,
them.
like, he'll literally eat you and then steal your face.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like that a little bit better. He seemed more menacing in this one.
And, like, every time, like, one of them got caught, you'd get, like, almost like this, like, jump scare.
Yeah.
It was good.
But there was also... oh, yeah, because, like, it was in his visions. Remember, like, when Sokka... He looks up, and it's a water tribe guy, but he's got Ko's face with the
Like,
mask.
all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that quite a bit.
It's creepy.
Um,
I love it. I love stuff like this.
yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. It gave his character a little bit more heft.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, especially since like
It made him feel very threatening.
yeah, especially since like other avatars are like talking about him too.
He did he kill Karuk? No.
He took his wife's face.
That's right.
And you saw her face for
Yeah.
a second. Yeah. So a little bit of season 2's the swamp episode where they go to a swamp and they kind of
They see like visions.
they have some light visions of what they're being enticed.
Right.
Sokka sees Yue, but after the fact, after he's already known that Yue died.
And he's like super depressed about that. Katara sees her mom.
Sees her mom. Yep.
I remember she like drops to her knees and starts crying afterwards.
So similar to this. And
Aang
then
sees Toph,
Toph.
which
It's just more of a vision of like, this is what you need to go do.
do you think they're gonna do the swamp?
No, they'll
then?
probably skip it because this is very swamp-like.
Do you think Aang's just gonna find Toph like by coincidence? Then
He might
they're
have
just
a
gonna
dream.
go straight to Blind Bandit,
You might have a dream.
or maybe one of the avatars will tell him to seek her out or something.
I don't
I could see that.
And then there's some of season 3 in the Southern Raiders episode, which is
Yeah, because Yanra is
Yeah.
the one that she goes after in the Southern Raiders.
and almost kills.
Yes. Oh my God, it is. She stops the rain.
One of the best episodes
Yeah.
of Avatar
It's
is,
very
is
good.
that episode.
And it does the revenge bad storyline very, very well.
I like that Zuko's there, and he's like, Zuko would have done something different, but he's like, okay,
Zuko would have killed him.
yeah, he's like, I'm just here facilitating this. Like that's your
Yeah.
decision, okay?
I respect it.
Yeah. So, and I think that's gonna set up that episode in by season 3 much better. That we saw it
Yeah.
now. You know, it's not like, oh, you're told, like you knew that like Katara's mom got killed by Fire Nation.
Mhm.
She says that a lot.
But we never see it happen.
But like the concept of the Southern Raiders doesn't happen until season 3 when Zuko's like, hey, let me put a face to that anger because I know the guy, right?
Yeah.
But at least in this, like we know the guy from the beginning, so you kind of
We
let
could
that.
revisit him too.
Yeah. So you get that kind of anger building up through 3 seasons, and then by season 3 they're gonna have that payoff where she meets him
Hell
as an
yeah.
older man, as an older pathetic man
Trying to give up his mother.
Yeah.
Take her instead.
No, definitely you can see why Katara would blame herself because she literally gets her mom killed. She bends the water and she could have just stayed quiet, but
Yeah.
she's a child.
She was trying to help.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing, and we've talked about this before about like what was the Fire Nation's like goal? Where did they think the Avatar was? Because it's never said in either series, but I kind of see this as an attempt to maybe snuff out the next potential
Well, because
Avatar.
the next one would have been a
The
waterbender.
yeah.
You kill all the waterbenders, you're
Right.
you're safe again.
Because it's like 100 years ago, we killed the Avatar. He would have been 11. That we knew. You know, because it's been
Right.
11 years since Sozin killed Roku.
But then the next Avatar should have been born right afterwards.
Right. So then they're either thinking either that Airbender lived for a while or there's an old waterbender we need to go find. And so I like that idea that they're like, well, let's try these 2
Yeah.
different planets.
Because it wouldn't be an Earthbender quite yet.
Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, unless the,
Two 2 40-year-olds died, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like, now you have a 20-year-old or
And then I'm sure their plan was to kill all the Earthbenders afterwards.
yeah. I don't know.
And then the Avatar would have been more Firebender, and then they could have indoctrinated him.
There you go.
So, yeah, there you go.
I
I don't know how he learned the other elements.
Right. But I like this idea. Well, later we know it's, what's it called? It's harmonic convergence or something.
Doesn't that happen every, like...
It's the thing that kind of reset all the the benders and brought all the airbenders
They brought
back,
balance back to the world.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Zahir becomes an airbender.
Yeah, of all people.
Meanwhile, Sokka encounters a three-tailed fox spirit wearing a cuff on its tail with a symbol Sokka potentially recognizes. From there, he's taken to the memory of him at Wolf Cove when he passes his ice dodging trials. This marks the day that Sokka becomes a man within the tribe. Sokka's father, Hakoda, and his mentor, Bato. Is it Bato or Batu?
Bato.
It's Bato, yeah.
Batu is a planet in Star Wars.
That's right. Bato congratulate him. But outside the igloo, Sokka overhears his father expressing disappointment in him.
This didn't happen in the show.
No, it did not, and I think this is incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
Because it's not so much he's like disappointed in Sokka. He's like concerned. Or he's like, I don't think warrior's the path for him.
Right. We specifically a leader.
Right.
And this is the part where I kind of enjoy the fact that they didn't run with the sexist thing, because the sexist thing ends as soon as it starts.
Yeah, it's not long lived at all.
Yeah. Whereas making him eager to become a great leader.
That's something that goes on throughout the series, but it's never been like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think this is going to make for a better payoff down the road when he ends up leading,
and then
the Day of Black Sun invasion.
Right, and his father's there, and he's like, I'm proud of you, son.
Yeah. I think, that's going to be, they're setting up for better payoff. Again, they have the benefit of knowing how the end's going to go.
Right.
So that they can do stuff like this. And I don't think Hakoda's a perfect character anyway. He has this whole bit with Katara where he has to apologize for like leaving, and he wasn't there for her, and so this feels in character a little too, because
she was like mad at him.
Yeah. And they're at war. Obviously, he wants his son to be the best, and he's kind of disappointed that he's not. Right.
He's like, yeah, Sokka almost got us killed. But also, like, he's a kid.
Right.
But yeah, I thought this was pretty good character stuff, honestly.
And I like that Bato is very encouraging, because he was in that episode where they do the
ice dodging.
Ice dodging.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
And Bato is the one. I know, it's so easy to fuck up. Bato is the one that gives him the mark of the leader.
Yeah.
In that episode.
Right, because in lieu of all the other people, because he had to stay behind.
Yeah.
Because he was hurt or whatever. Aang is taken to a vision of Aang is taken to a vision of his southern air temple back when it was still thriving, and encounters a dangerous spirit called Ko, the Face Stealer, who Aang learns has captured Sokka, Katara, and the villagers. Aang escapes the fog of lost souls and finds the stone hut Wan Shi Tong spoke of. He then finds Gyatso living inside, the real Gyatso, who reveals he chose to stay in the spirit realm after his death. Gyatso tells Aang that Ko is a dangerous primal spirit who has encountered previous avatars, including Roku.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Aang decided, because I was like, oh, is that a mistake? And I'm like, no, it's not.
I don't remember that happening. Is it mentioned in the
cartoon? No.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Huh.
That's what I'm saying. In the cartoon, like, Ko's like not that big a deal.
No, because that's his only appearance is in that
one
book
episode.
one.
And he's too good a
finale.
character, right? And he's too good a character to not be in more things.
I remember as a kid, I was sure he would come back, but he just never did.
Yeah. So I like that he's made a bigger deal in this one.
Yeah.
Aang decides to visit Roku's shrine and ask for help, promising Gyatso that they'll talk when he comes back. Before Aang leaves, Gyatso reminds him that if he had not run away from the air nomads, he would have been killed, offering him absolution from his guilt.
Okay.
Oh, that comes later. Oh, no, that's in the next episode. Okay. This is the end of the episode.
Yeah, because
we don't actually see this.
He has a good long talk with Aang. And then Aang's like, all right, well, I got to go save my friends now. But I'll talk to you when I'm done.
Yeah. Never comes back.
Yeah.
Or he never comes back.
Well, Aang comes back, but Gyatso's not there anymore.
What the fuck happened here? There's a big formatting error up there.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
Look at this shit. It takes up like a whole page. I like that you saw him playing that game. Was it Pai Show? I don't think so. Or is it?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I feel like Pai Show's the only game that's ever explicitly
I think
mentioned in Avatar, though.
But Gyatso's a big old cheater.
Yeah. He cheats in the cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, he did the same thing where he
Yeah.
airbended him and flipped it all around. Yeah. All right, thoughts on this episode, Berto?
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really.
I
good
like
too.
how it felt very raw in a lot of ways.
It was very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It's very character building. I like all those things.
Yeah, I love stuff like that
Yeah.
too.
It
I think this is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, I think it gives
the
a lot
series.
it gives a lot of strength to the story. And here in the middle part, you have to build the characters so that then you can go do all the action, third act stuff later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next episode. Episode 6, Masks.
Ooh.
Real quick, we're gonna take like a super short break just because I have to pee,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get something from the kitchen. So we'll be
Nice.
right back.
Hello.
All right, hey, we're back.
Are
Mic's
we?
on. Yeah, mic's on.
Whoa, that was laggy. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Arculus.
Smiley
that?
face.
Oh, he almost looks like the Co-Mask.
Whoa. We need
Er-
more emotes for our
Oh, we do for more
our Twitch.
for our subscribers.
Is Sable not on that?
No.
Damn it.
I gotta wait for this whiskey to melt a little bit. Or this
Whiskey
ice
to melt?
No, for the ice to melt. Sorry.
This beer is strong as hell.
I was wondering why you're not chugging as much as your usual.
Because I feel buzzed as fuck right now.
Urban. Hey. Thanks for the hype. All right, let's see if I can. Because this is overproof, so. I have
Okay.
to make sure. I should have put just a little bit of water in it, actually. Woo. Woo. Yeah, let's let that melt for a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Episode 6, Masks. Directed by Roseanne Liang. Story by Uba Muhammad.
That sounds right.
Okay. And then Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko. Teleplay. I don't know what the difference between a screenplay and a
Teleplay
teleplay
by
is.
Jesus.
Brian Konietzko and Roseanne Liang. Oh no, that's the directed part. Anyway, I don't know. The formatting on my
format is horrible.
Yeah, the formatting fucked everything up. Anyway, this is I think this is the only other episode with their names on it, meaning they had this written before they left
Okay.
the show, the original creators. Guest stars are C.S. Lee as Avatar Roku, Francois Chow as the Great Sage, Arden Cho as June, Rui Iskander as Lieutenant G, Elizabeth Yu as Princess Azula, James Ra as Shayu, and Matt Jang King as the voice of Appa and Momo.
Who's Shayu again?
Shayu is we'll get there. He's the young sage, the defector.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
The great sage, Francois Chow, we've seen him before a bunch of times. He was in Lost, and he was in he was Shredder in the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Secrets of the Ooze.
Oh, and Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
Yeah.
Someone else voiced. He had someone else voice him though, even though he speaks English. They had someone else do the voice. He just
We talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, because we did this for the podcast.
Yeah.
Which was super fucking weird because it was like the first guy had an accent or whatever, so
It was a pretty strong accent too, right? No,
Well,
we don't hear it because
No,
he was dubbed over too.
He was dubbed over, is my point.
Yeah.
But so was but then that guy didn't come back. The guy in the second guy was this guy, Francois Chow.
Okay.
He still got dubbed over, even though he speaks English.
Did they just use the same voice from the first one? Is that what they did? I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I want to say maybe not even that.
So what the fuck were they doing?
Exactly.
All right.
Anyway.
Just spending more money is all they were doing.
Yeah.
Unless they just really didn't like the way he delivered his lines.
Maybe. Who knows?
It was like a David Prowse, James Earl Jones type deal.
Yeah, but there's no way David Prowse actually ever really expected.
I'm your father.
He really expected to be in the final cut of the movie. In a flashback to 3 years ago, a young, optimistic Zuko prepares for his first war council meeting with his father and other generals. In the present, miserable, desperate Zuko berates his Lieutenant G for disobeying a direct order.
It kind of deserved, honestly.
What, G?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're about to... Well,
We'll see.
G and everyone else are now under the command of the newly appointed Admiral Zhao, who had been promoted and given all Avatar finding operations.
You know, all this happened because G opened his mouth to Zhao.
Yeah. That's how it happened in the cartoon, though, right?
No, Zhao figures it out on his own in the cartoon.
No, didn't they hear it from Zuko's crew?
Maybe they overhear it and they just kind of like butt in.
In like that one village and that one port or something? I thought that's how it happened in the cartoon also.
Because I remember... No, because I thought Zhao kind of sussed it out.
I thought he overheard stuff from this. I don't know. I don't remember. I watched season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender specifically to be like super
to know stuff like this.
Yeah,
But then you started watching everything else,
and
and
it
then,
all
yeah.
kind of blurs together.
That's
yeah.
exactly what happened with me because I'm like, oh, book one's done. I'm just gonna go on to book 2 now.
Mm-hmm. And then next year or whenever, we're just gonna watch. We're just gonna have like a rewatch of the whole series every year.
This is a good series
It's a
to
great
rewatch,
show.
honestly. So I'm fine
Anyway.
with that.
I love that cut where like young Zuko, he's like smiling, he's walking out the door. The lighting is real bright and optimistic and warm, and then it just cuts to him like storming in, like angry and disheveled in the cold blue
Yeah.
ship. You know, it's such a good cut.
Well, it's also just foreshadowing what's to come in that
And
flashback.
later, yeah. Oh yeah. This infuriates Zuko, and Iroh privately pleads with the soldiers to lend Zuko patience and loyalty. Lieutenant G lashes out at Iroh, exclaiming that he may be a prince, but he is not our prince. I sympathize.
Hashtag not my prince.
Yeah. I sympathize with G. Like, he's bright. Like, he's
And Zuko's being a dick here.
Yeah, Zuko's been a dick for 3 years.
But-
And they're like, why the fuck are we doing this? Can we go home?
Why are we being punished?
Yeah. Like, they've been out in an impossible mission for 3 years. Like,
Yeah. It probably does feel like a banishment to them too.
yeah.
And we find out the truth behind that here,
Right.
which is something that I liked a lot more than the cartoon did.
The cartoon didn't do this.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is way better.
Yeah.
And I've said it a million times. This has the benefit of knowing the entire story
Right.
and going back and being able to do a second pass and be like, all right, how would you improve the original show?
I've seen people complaining that that in this Netflix iteration that Zuko is too likable early on. I guess I can kind of see that, but like I think
It's just gonna work better for the
I
ending.
think I think story-wise it's just going to work better.
Yeah.
Being said, don't get me wrong, I think Zuko's character arc is like one of the best
in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I do think this will work better for this show.
Yeah. I think this is great.
Yeah.
I think if there's one thing this show really nailed is Zuko and Iroh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not carbon copies. Again, we talked about like he doesn't have that Iroh doesn't have that Mako voice. He's just doing
he doesn't try to, and
No.
he shouldn't try to because that would never work.
Yeah. But the thing is, he establishes his voice, right? Which is not only his voice, but he's boisterous. You know? He establishes mannerisms early on. He's over the top, and that works because then later on, when he's delivering his lines in that manner, it works, and you kind of like that becomes the new Mako for the show. Where like he
Right.
speaks, you listen, and you take him seriously, and you hang on to his every bit of advice
Because you
right?
know what he's saying. There's something there.
Yeah. So I really think I forget his name, but I think he does a good job.
I can't remember. I keep wanting to call him Mr. Kim because he's Kim from Kim's Convenience.
Right.
But that's not the actor's name.
He's also in
He's in Mandalorian and
Mandalorian,
Ahsoka. He's been pretty prominent in Star Wars, actually.
Yeah. We talked about this, didn't we? That he's actually younger than Daniel Day Kim.
He looks older, though.
Even though he looks significantly older.
Yeah. Daniel Day Kim just looks great for his age.
Oh, yeah, no, he's so hot. Where was I? Meanwhile, Aang travels to Crescent Island to the shrine of Avatar Roku in order to commune with him and seek advice to save his friends from Ko.
You typed Avatar Ruko.
Did I say Ruko? Or is that
No,
Roku?
but you
Okay.
typed it.
Thank God. Actually, hold on a second. I copied all of this from the Wikipedia, and the Wikipedia was not well written, and there was a ton of errors in it. So
You should have just edited the article yourself.
I should just copy this and put it back into the Wikipedia
Do it.
page. Yeah, I might actually.
I mean, make some, corrections.
Was what, 15 years ago?
2005
Yeah.
was
That was longer than 15
19 years ago.
Am I dumb? Oh, 19. Okay.
Yeah, because in 1 year it'll be 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do you still think it's 2020?
Yeah, 20. That's the thing. We're all stuck in 2020. Yeah.
For real, though, time doesn't make
It's meaningless. Urban in the chat saying the fact that he doesn't try shows the respect to the voice actor. That too, yeah.
Well, even
He's doing his own character.
The voice actor of Iroh that we see now, he always introduces himself as the second voice of Iroh.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Well, he's also doing an impersonation.
Right.
Yeah.
But like every time he introduces himself, it's like I was the second voice of Iroh.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Mako is fucking amazing.
Yeah. Urban continues to say their dynamic, Zuko and Iroh, is amazing. I can't wait to see it progress.
Same.
Yeah. Again, they have the benefit of knowing how the show ends. at
Right.
this
So
point.
so they're able to actually like
Incorporate that.
plan
early.
ahead a
Yeah,
little bit. Yeah.
So no, it's I think it's fantastic, and I think this is such a good Zuko episode. This is doing Zuko's part of the storm,
Yeah.
but like adding more to it. It's contextualizing it a little bit
There's
more.
so much more context. Here.
Yeah. Okay. There, as in on Crescent Island, Aang introduces himself to the Fire Sages, who are meant to serve the Avatar, but have shifted their loyalty to the Fire Lord only. They attack Aang. He's helped by one of the Fire Sages, Shai-Yu, who is friendly and still believes in his role to assist the Avatar. He takes Aang to Roku's shrine and guards the door while Aang enters the Avatar state and is greeted by Roku. And by guard the door, I mean he gets burned alive.
Oh, I was like, that didn't happen in the cartoon. Jesus Christ! It
Yeah,
might have
seriously.
actually after they took him prisoner.
Yeah, that's like the
'Cause we never see him
implication,
again.
right?
But his name in the cartoon is Shai-Yu also, right?
I don't know actually. Maybe I didn't look
I
it
think
up.
they say his name literally once in the cartoon.
It might be a situation where like they're naming characters that weren't named in the cartoon, like Lieutenant G.
I thought he had.
He exists in the cartoon, but I don't think he's named.
I think he's named, but not in the show. Like the character has a name, but they never call him it.
Everybody has a name.
Not everybody.
Every background extra has a name.
This isn't Star Wars.
No, but I don't think they ever say that. I mean,
I'm
there
not
is
sure they ever actually call him like. I think they just call him like Lieutenant.
right,
Yeah.
right. Urban likes the turn. The firebender scenes get brutal. I like the turn more towards grim, dark, etc.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of murder by burning in this show,
As there should be.
as there
They're
should be.
firebenders.
But also,
Like,
it
what do you-
really makes you think of how horrible of a way it is to go burning alive.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the cartoon has to sugarcoat it because it's for kids.
Right.
And I mean, the cartoon sugarcoats certain things without sacrificing like the dark themes. You know.
Do you think we're gonna get maybe some of the stuff that's introduced in Korra,
We already have gotten some stuff.
like some of
introduced
like
into-
the like
Oh.
bending type deals? Like, I doubt
I
we're gonna
hope
see
not.
Aang take the breath out of anybody's lungs and suffocate them with it. But
Well, have you seen the theories that that's how Gyatso went out?
like
He like took
removed
the air,
all the air.
out of the room, and they all just died.
That's kind of badass.
Yeah, it is. I don't think outside of blood bending and metal bending and
Like we're not gonna
That's
see
probably
anything.
it.
I mean, we're definitely not gonna see lava bending. That was a whole revelation for Legend
right,
of Korra.
right.
But just more creative uses of like normal bending though.
It's possible.
I don't know if I don't think Aang's gonna murder anybody though.
Yeah.
So
Well, actually, in this episode, June has a line where she's like, "Water bending, earth bending, whatever bending," and that's what. Like a light went off in my head where I was like, "What's whatever bending?" As in like metal bending.
yeah, it's like what else have you seen?
Lightning bending. There's that.
We haven't seen that yet.
No, but it's coming.
It's definitely coming.
Yeah.
That's plot important.
I kind of, if I have a complaint about this episode, is that I don't love shoehorning visiting Roku on Crescent Island as like a subplot.
It seems very like quick and rushed.
Yeah, they get through it in about 10 minutes, and I'm
Also, we'll get to it.
Okay.
Concerning Roku though.
sure. I know what you're gonna say, and I'm like halfway with you there.
Okay.
I liked how it was kind of a big deal in the cartoon that they have to go to Roku's shrine deep in the Fire Nation territory. That's a dangerous mission. It was tough to do. It was like a 2-part event. They could only go on one specific day where his shrine would come alive.
The summer solstice?
The
Winter
winter solstice. Yeah. Because then the light would, and then Aang and Roku told him, like, you have 3 days to come find me. Like, that's it.
Right.
Now, I don't like
They
that.
still could have done that, but
Yeah, I don't like that specific mechanic now that I mention it.
it's very video gamey.
Yes. You got to be here on this one time. It's like, well, you're already communicating with them, so clearly you can communicate. But in this show, the live action show, they made it where he can only communicate them at their shrines.
Or like something that's like spiritually connected to them,
Right.
which is a little weird because I feel like maybe he'll learn how to do it on his own.
Yeah. Yeah, he should, because the Avatar should kind of be able to communicate.
I was gonna say he should be able to communicate with them whenever.
Well, then what was the point of the shrine? Fucking
It might be
winter solstice or whatever.
It might be one of those things where he has to learn how to do it though.
Okay, how about
Or
this?
maybe he can only do it in the Avatar state.
You know how this show introduced the concept of like totems
Yeah.
and little trinkets that all these avatars had.
Yeah, because Zuko had a bunch of them.
Zuko's collecting them. They're in the shrines and stuff. What if by holding these artifacts, he's actually able to at will communicate with the avatars?
So he'd have to like
Collect a few.
find a few MacGuffins.
Yeah. I think that'd be a fun thing to do in season 2, because I don't like the idea of like he has to physically go to the shrines in order to talk
Every
to
single
Roku.
time.
You know,
I'm sure there's more than just one shrine each Avatar in the world though, but
I don't know.
actually,
It's gonna be one in every nation or whatever.
yeah, but there's been many Earthbender avatars. There's been many like over the centuries.
Yeah, most are forgotten about.
True. I guess
Yes.
it's just the most recent one of
Yeah.
each bender that's really
Then
like
they-
worshipped, I guess.
Young Chen's statue is gonna come crashing down so they can put Aang's up.
In Republic City.
Yeah,
Yeah, who,
actually,
who the fuck's talking to Yang Chen? I don't think Korra ever talks to Yang Chen.
Yang Chen never makes any appearances except for in the finale of
That's true.
Avatar.
And
And
she
then
has like her own
She has a
book.
book. It's 2 books.
By the way, the next book coming out is supposed to be a Roku book.
Hmm,
Yeah, so it seems like they're doing all like the past avatars
Yeah.
leading up to Aang.
that's pretty cool.
I wish they would have done a Kuruk book though. That would have been cool because
They
it seemed
skipped
like
him.
it
Yeah.
seemed like he had a lot of fighting going on.
Yeah, well, he's been.
At least in this continuity,
I guess we'll talk about it in the next episode. But he
he did a lot of spirit world stuff.
yeah, and that's a bit of a retcon. They did it differently.
Yeah.
In the cartoons, it's implied that he's just kind of like a lazy, happy-go-lucky.
Yeah,
avatar.
like he's like, yeah, nothing was really going on.
very
while I was alive.
laissez-faire. He's just like, I didn't really get too tied down, and it ended up.
Also, apparently,
regretting
he
it.
was one of the. Well, after Ko took his wife's face, though, that's when he kind of like went out on a path of vengeance. Though.
right.
So I'm sure he did a lot of. He might have killed a lot of spirits,
Yeah.
actually.
Whereas in this version, he's saying they
He
said like,
was always like that.
oh, he was never around. What humans think he was never around is because he was seeing over a whole war in the spirit
right,
realm.
which is fucking nuts.
And like the humans just had no idea.
Right, and which is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. But anyway,
Also, he's kind of a dick in this show.
Kuruk,
Yeah,
I liked him.
He's a little bit of an asshole.
So is fucking
Kyoshi.
Kyoshi, yeah.
But Kyoshi's a cool asshole.
No, I'll have you know, Roku is the coolest. Not Roku. Fuck. Kuruk is the coolest.
In the cartoon, he was the
Asshole.
coolest. Oh,
No,
hi,
he's-
waterbender. Shut up.
Yeah. Anyway.
It took me a second, but I got
So anyway, yeah, I wish that the whole Crescent Island thing would have been a little longer, a little bigger of a deal, instead of just. I mean, he has to go to so he can learn about Ko, whatever. But I feel like he should have gone to maybe learn more about Avatar and blah blah blah, and I don't know.
there. Yeah, the order in which these storylines happened was a little weird.
Yeah, I have no doubt we're gonna see a lot more Roku in the future, but
We have to,
Yeah.
right?
it just feels like this part of the story was really rushed, which again in the cartoon was like a big deal.
Yeah, I think at the very least we'll see a lot more Roku in season 3. Not so much
Yeah.
in season 2. I don't think he talks to Roku at all in book 2, right?
I don't. In the episode 1 for a second, maybe about the Avatar state, or is that just Kyoshi?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think he does talk. No, he does. He talks to him about the Avatar state. And Roku tells him if he dies, and
That's
The
in book 2 he
connection.
learns that?
I think so. And episode 1's called the Avatar state.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It's when that general's trying to like get him to go
Yeah,
into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, wait, that general was played by Daniel Day.
is that Daniel Day Kim?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They should put him in makeup and do no. I'm just
What was
kidding.
he? General Fang?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Roku pranks Aang and is overjoyed to see him finally. He teaches Aang that although avatars are incarnations of one another, they are also individuals who can approach their responsibilities differently. Aang is excited for the possibility of solving the world's problems diplomatically, but Roku advises that even diplomacy could have dire consequences. Even friends could be a liability, and Roku discourages them. So that's a bit of foreshadowing, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, I'm not totally loving this portrayal of Roku.
This happy-go-lucky...
Yeah, it's not him.
It's very Gyatso, isn't it?
I was thinking that it's like this feels more like Monkey Gyatso than
Yeah.
Roku. Roku was very like
He's pretty serious.
very serious, very regal, very wise,
Yeah,
and he had such a badass voice.
he did. That's why he does all the previously on Avatars.
Previously on Avatar.
It took me so long to realize that he's also previously the Avatar, which is maybe why he's doing that. But look,
I'm not loving this Roku.
I'm split. Okay, I'll give you that. I'm split because I see this show's point, which is, hey, we're doing more Avatars. Last time you only got Roku and a hint of Kyoshi. This time we're gonna do a lot of Kyoshi, some Roku, and a lot of Kuruk, and all of them can't be stoic and serious.
But Roku is the stoic one. They should have just made Kuruk.
Kyoshi kind of is though.
No, Kyoshi is the bloodthirsty one.
But Kuruk is the angry one though, because he lost the most.
He becomes angry.
Right. This is
True.
Kuruk at the end of his life. This is his spirit.
I also like the fact that maybe it's a theme that all the avatars kind of like end their lives like bitter and angry. Maybe Aang's the one to break that mold.
Yeah, I could see that too. So like, I get that you want to set Roku apart, and Roku's also the one with the best advice. He's like, yeah, you can be diplomatic.
He was definitely like the wisest of them.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I get that in this too. Like, I feel like Roku is the most trustworthy of the three avatars we met. And I think
he's also the most recent one.
Yeah.
He's the only one that knows the state of the world right now.
But I also feel like Aang, this version of Aang, immediately understands that. He sees this Roku and he's like, this is the guy I can be most myself with. I can trust the most. I should ask for the most advice.
Right.
I get it. But also, like, he turns it off pretty quickly. It's like a prank. He laughs and he's like, hey, I'm happy you're here. Now it's time to get down to business.
It was still weird though.
It was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's like, again, I see what this show's doing. It's like, we can't just have him do the same thing as the other guys. So I'm split. I'll tell you right now. I'm trying to remember, but like there is a scene where Roku is laughing in the cartoon.
I think it was in the past when he was friends with
When he was young.
not Ozai, Azulan.
Sozin.
Sozin. It was Sozin, then Azulan, then or was it Azulan, then Sozin?
Sozin's first.
Azulan is his son.
Azulan is his son.
Ozai,
father of Ozai and
That's right.
And
that's the lineage.
and
Because
Iroh.
Azula was named after her
Azula
grandfather.
was named after her grandfather, Azulan. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they have multiple children. One's named Iroh.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then one is from Korra, and then one is
Who is voiced, voiced by Zuko?
Yeah.
Iroh and Korra is voiced by Zuko.
By Dante Basco, yeah.
Dante Bosco, yeah.
And then the future Fire Lord
Izumi? Fire Lord
was named
Izumi?
after the mom, right?
I don't think her name was Ursa.
Oh no, you're right.
I thought it was Azumi or something like that.
Something like that.
It
Maybe
was
you're
a
right.
strange name.
You sure it's not Ursa?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I was just looking at her Wikipedia Avatar Wikipedia. And it doesn't matter.
The Avatar Wiki?
Yeah, Avatar. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is very detailed, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. Aang learns that Roku took a totem from Ko that originally belonged to its mother, the Mother of Faces, and Aang decides to trade the statue for his friends' lives. Exiting the shrine, Aang finds the fire sages paralyzed and is soon knocked out himself by June's Shirshu. Is that how you say it? Shirshu.
Yep.
Nyla.
Yeah, this all happens very quickly.
Yeah, it all happens pretty quick. That's my one thing. What was I gonna say? This whole thing about Ko being a face stealer because his spiritual mother was the creator of faces, the reason why we all have identities. It is so folklory. It's so like Greek mythology like, and I fucking love it.
I like it too.
And it gives him a little bit of backstory. It makes him feel more like he's not just this one episode thing that we're going to forget about. I love that.
For the most part, I've liked the spirit the spiritual aspect of this iteration.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it digs into it just a little bit more than the cartoon did.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you'd think the cartoon would have like really, really dug into that. But they didn't really until Korra.
I mean, again, it has the benefit of blah, blah, blah. Because then
Right.
Korra goes super hard in the spirit world
To where it...
to the point where I'm like, this doesn't feel like Avatar anymore because Avatar barely scraped the spirit world.
And it also pissed off a lot of fans.
Oh, really?
Well, we know of one.
Oh, Garrett?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Anyway. That's a good question.
Good point. But I do like Legend of Korra a lot.
Aang wakes up in a cave. Me too. I have to rewatch it.
Mm.
Aang wakes up in a cave where June turns him over to Zuko and Iroh. Aang begs Zuko to let him go so he can save his friends, but Zuko refuses. In a flashback, Zuko recalls the war meeting where he challenges a general's plan to sacrifice a batch of new recruits, the 41st Division, as a diversion. Ozai is appalled by Zuko's outburst and demands an Agni Kai to settle the score. Back in the present, Admiral Zhao ambushes Zuko and Ozai and takes custody of the Avatar to the... How do you say this?
Pohwai?
I guess. The stronghold.
That's
the
how I
base.
would pronounce it, yeah.
I heard them saying it, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm like, I'm going to forget if I don't write it off phonetically. But
Yeah, this was a lot of like we're still getting bits of Zuko's like the storm story,
yeah.
but we're also getting a little bit of
Hey, come here.
even the finale when Zuko has Aang in the ice cave.
And then loses them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that because Aang gets captured a lot in the cartoon.
Yes, he does.
So it's like,
It's kind of his thing.
Yeah, let's consolidate some of that. Okay. You got captured by June because you're going to get transferred over to Zhao. Let's all do that in one.
Yeah.
And Zuko's there also. Let's just all get it all out of the way.
Yeah, instead of having him get captured like 5 times throughout the series, which got a little bit repetitive, but
Yeah. Although now you can't have Iroh going like, you had him just like in the North Pole and you didn't know what to do with him. You never think.
Seems so good.
It's so good.
Who are you?
What do you want?
oh, that's such a good line.
Yeah. It's like Iroh's like key line.
Yeah.
Kyle, you old giggle
What is he like? The
girl.
question you need to ask yourself is, who are you?
Yeah.
And what do you want?
But yeah, so they're gonna have to do that slightly different, but that's okay.
Yeah.
The what are they fucking called? The
Yuan? Is it Yuan archers?
I had it written down somewhere.
You did. Yu Yang. The Yu Yang archers.
Is it here? Oh, the Yu Yang. Okay, the Yu Yang archers.
They never miss.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're like Hawkeye.
I like how they had like a whole tree set up.
Yeah.
Like one of them's like tied into the tree bark and she's sideways with the bow.
And they're camouflaged very well.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah.
Uh,
My thing is, do they do it where they pull the string, they hold it for like a long time?
no, you can't do that.
No,
we
you
know,
can't.
We know from
We've done
experience.
archery.
Yeah,
We had an instructor show us that.
yeah. You have to
Where it's
pull.
like, yeah, the longer you hold it, the less
Yeah.
control you have.
Yeah, you have to pull when you're ready.
Yeah. Like you have to already be aimed at your target.
Right.
Oh man, archery's so cool.
Oh, hi Kaya, baby. I know. Okay, Berta will pet you.
No, she's not.
Admiral Zhao boasts his capture to the Avatar, while a reporter documents his success. I kind of love this angle.
I do too, because
It's
he's like, all right, make sure you say it like this.
yeah, and it's kind of funny, and it
Yeah.
works towards his version of his character, which we get to. Zhao gives a rousing speech to his men, while a mysterious swordsman called the Blue Spirit rescues Aang, and the two escape together. The Blue Spirit is later knocked unconscious by a Yu Yang archer during the escape, and its identity is revealed to be Zuko. Aang decides to save Zuko, and the two hide in a barn. There, Aang apologizes for stealing his notebook, but thanks him for collecting so much information about his past lives.
He learned a lot from Zuko.
And I like that the journal kind of is there connecting.
Mm-hmm.
It bonds them together as we're about
Well,
to see.
Zuko knows more about Aang than Aang does.
Right, yeah. They bond a bit about calligraphy, and Zuko admits that he's supposed to capture the Avatar in order to fulfill his expectations of his father. Aang suggests Zuko try compassion instead of violence, which sends Zuko in an angry spiral.
Yeah, that had the reverse effect on him. That's like telling a pissed off person to calm down.
Yeah. I'll show you calm. Zuko attacks Aang, and in self-defense, Aang knocks Zuko out with airbending. I really like this scene because in the cartoon, they never have this conversation. Oh, no, until
they
sort of at the
do,
end.
Aang's like, do you think
But
if things were different, we could have been friends?
Yeah, but he does that later in this episode, too.
Yeah. But in the cartoon, that's like all the conversation is. Like, you think we could have been friends, and then Zuko just doesn't say anything, shoots some fire at him, and Aang runs away.
Again, this is working towards that season 3. Not even that. Like, the season 2 twist at the end where he decides to, like, capture the Avatar or fight against him. You're working towards that a little bit more.
Yeah. He decides, like, at the last... That was, like, a last-minute heel turn.
I know. Though. I just saw it the other day.
Where he pushes his uncle down and says he smells and he hates him for all time.
What do you think about you like the Blue Spirit scene? You're a Blue Spirit boy. You've dressed up as Blue Spirit.
I do like it. Not with the wig. I like it. I like how it had that ridiculous ladder scene
from the cartoon.
Yeah,
it was great.
But they made it look good in the show. Yeah.
Again, I've said this a million times. What makes Avatar so great is varied action. You don't see the same action bit more than once.
Yeah.
It's different kind of fighting. It's different settings. It's creative environments. It's different bending.
Yeah. No, I thought it was done really well.
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I thought it was really good. What else?
The mask looks great.
It does. It looks like what it should look like.
It looks like, yeah.
Because it's not just a cartoon. That's also like, it's a traditional looking thing. Like it already exists in real life.
Right.
So.
Like a little bit stylized, but that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Aang's words about compassion reminds Zuko about his Agni Kai. Reminds Zuko of his Agni Kai. In the flashback, Ozai shows up to duel Zuko instead of General Lee, who took Zuko's outburst personally disrespectful. Zuko refuses to fight, but is forced to duel. Showing restraint, Ozai pins him and burns his eye, saying that compassion is a sign of weakness. In the present, Aang recalls his Fire Nation friend Kuzan, and suggests that before the war, they could have been friends, before escaping.
We still don't know shit about Kuzan.
He's just a name.
He's just Aang's friend in the Fire Nation.
You never see a flash, because you see the flashback of him hitting out with Boomy as a kid a couple times, but you don't ever see.
I guess Kuzan's dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless he was like some elder. Wow, could you imagine if like you meet like old man Kuzan?
I would like that.
He's like 109 or 110 or whatever. I mean, Boomy's alive.
Right.
They had to make a joke to like wave that one off. Like, why are you still alive?
How are you still alive?
Good diet.
Yeah.
So this is the scene you were talking about. I like that you get to spend a little bit more time with them. There were complaints online that Zuko fought at all during the Agni Kai. Shut up. It doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't.
Because
those are the same people that are pissed off that Zuko didn't duel Zhao. And here we got like a little bit of both of that.
Yeah. Well, it's like...
And I get it. Like, in the cartoon, Zuko's Agni Kai with Zhao is kind of an important moment. But we get kind of an equivalent in this show.
When?
With this.
Yeah, but this is the original Agni Kai.
I know.
Oh, wait, because you see it.
You see it happen. You see that Zuko is honorable.
Yeah.
Like, and we see Zuko being honorable throughout this show quite a bit.
Right.
Everything from like his like disgust of June.
Yeah.
To like for being a like mercenary basically.
Right.
Like there's nothing honorable about that.
He's just doing it for money.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like we're getting the same point across and it's not that different. I
really liked that he does fight a little bit because he in his head he's like, okay, how do I make my dad happy? I disrespected him. I should bow down. Oh wait, now he wants me to fight. Okay, maybe I should fight. Oh, am I winning? I can't beat him. No, that's not what he wants either. Like he can't. He's in real time trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
you know. And I like that he plays along. He fights, but he doesn't know what his role is in this. He's confused.
He's like, am I supposed to win?
Yeah,
Like, I don't.
his dad is awful. So like, it's a lose no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And then when he kind of gets the upper hand and shows restraint, that's when Ozai's like, well, now you done fucked up.
You should have fucking killed me.
Yeah, but that's what he wants. He has a very like Emperor Palpatine like motivation, where it's like, yeah, if someone kills me, then they're better than me and they deserve to be the next Sith Master, right?
But also, I don't want them to kill me
Right.
because I want to rule everything.
Yeah. But if they get the better hand on me, good. And then it's what he's trying to do. He's trying to pit both of his kids against each other, make them as strong as they can be,
So that they can maybe beat him.
so that maybe they'll be a more ferocious and evil tyrant than he is.
He almost succeeds with Azula.
Yeah, seriously. While waiting for Zuko to arrive, Iroh tells Lieutenant G the truth about Zuko's backstory. In the final flashback, Ozai visits Zuko while he's healing. He lectures him about his weakness, and Zuko pleads that sometimes the weak could become strong. I almost teared up here. Ozai takes this as a failure of his parenting and banishes Zuko from the Fire Nation until he can complete the impossible task of finding the last remaining threat to their victory, the Avatar. You're about to drop. Okay.
The coaster stuck to it.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
It happens all the time. I have to like wash these coasters. And since he's become so soft for the 41st Division, he can have them as his crew. In the present, Lieutenant G realizes that they're the 41st.
This is where I started to cry.
and that Zuko's infamous disrespect saved their lives. Zuko returns to the boat, where the rest of the crew welcome him back with honor, claiming their prince has returned.
It was right here where I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
it was really, really good. They must have just missed you at music night, claims Iroh.
And Zuko's like, why the fuck are they being nice to me?
What a great moment. Again, like if they did what you said earlier, which is, yeah, Zuko's not supposed to have all these empathetic moments yet, that would not be as good.
No, it was just because, don't get me wrong, it was when the crew found out the truth in the show too. That was good, like in the cartoon. But this is a little bit better.
But yes, because they weren't the soldiers.
No, they just found out why he was banished.
Right,
in
and they're
the
like,
cartoon.
oh shit, yeah.
They're like, oh, I guess he's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah.
This is like, holy shit, we're alive because of.
Yeah, he personally saved us.
Yeah.
And in these cultures, in Avatar, they probably feel like they are now in debt to him
It's like
forever.
a life debt.
It's a
type
life
deal.
debt, yeah.
Because the Fire Lord was literally, or not the Fire Lord, but I guess the Fire Lord too.
Yeah.
But General
Lee
was just going to throw their lives away to be a diversion.
Yeah. That means that someone else was killed. Some other division was the diversion.
Shit.
Probably. But these guys personally are alive because
Right.
of
It's
Zuko.
like they're new recruits. They didn't
Yeah.
even have time to get better.
Right.
I mean, they're making some stupid mistakes. Don't get me wrong, but they're
No.
new. They'll learn. Or will they? I don't know. Because they might have died at the North Pole. We're not sure.
Oh, yeah. Aang rescues everyone captured by Ko by trading the statue for their lives. But when he goes back to meet Gyatso, he finds he is gone.
That was pretty sad, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the episode. Episode 6, Masks. All right, overall thoughts, Berto.
These 2 episodes, 5 and 6, are both so good.
I like that they've done 2-episode arcs throughout this. You notice that?
Yeah, like the one episode will lead right into the next one.
Like 1 and 2, not so much, but 2 and 3 very much were connected, and then 3 and 4 are connected.
Yep. And then
Or 4 and 5. Or no, sorry, 3 and 4, and then 5
3
and
and 4,
6.
5 and 6, and then obviously 7 and 8.
It's only like the finale, basically. Yeah. So
1 and 2 were kind of their own things.
sort of. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. But that was really good. Like I said, I love. Not only we're getting like some really cool like spiritual stuff, but we're also getting like great backstory on these characters. And yes, I have my qualms with how Roku was portrayed. I'm still glad we got to see Roku.
Yeah. I'm sure, more time. Again, he was kind of friendly in the beginning, but then he like kind of gets pretty serious afterwards.
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, okay, cool. Like he made a joke. I don't think it's again. I was split on it. I also don't think it's like a huge slight against the character. Again, I feel like it's the same character. Maybe we haven't seen enough of him doing something different. He made a joke.
Hopefully that's the case.
Where in the cartoon he wouldn't have made that joke, but
and then I love the Blue Spirit storyline both in the cartoon and here.
Yeah.
And just the Zuko stuff was a highlight of this episode.
For sure. Yeah. Action was good. We haven't talked too much about like cinematography and stuff, but like I think it's good for what it is. It's a TV show. There's a lot of CGI. There's a lot of volume work in this show too. And
do they use the volume in this?
I think so.
Really? Netflix has access to that?
They built their own.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of volumes now.
There is stuff about this that feels very streaming service though, and it is like the volume type stuff where it's like sometimes it's apparent that that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part it looks good.
I don't have, it's not a huge complaint for me because it's like, it doesn't always look like it looks like they're on a bunch of sets. It doesn't always look like they're on a location, right?
Right.
And being on a location, even if you put a bunch of green screen in the background to mess with later, is always better. But I feel like given, probably the TV budget that they have, they're doing the most with it. And it's also like, this is a fictional space. So it's like, yeah, they're going, they're fucking flying, and then the next thing you know, they're going to a lot of places too. They're going, it's like woods, and then it's like desert, and then it's like burnt down woods, and then it's like the North Pole, and it's ocean, and it's like lava fucking island, and
so inside of a temple.
Yeah, there's a lot. So I can't blame it for that, honestly.
No, and like I said, for the most part, I do think it looks good.
Yeah.
So
I like the color composition a lot. I like a lot of what the cinematography is doing. All of those cuts to serve the story work really well. I like how, again, that's kind of the visual motif for this episode is Zuko walking, because he literally is walking from one scene to another from flashback in his own stream of consciousness, how he remembers these series of events.
Yeah.
Unlike in The Storm where it's a story that they're telling. But then it, pays off at the end when he's walking down the boat and all his soldiers are like saluting
all of a sudden
him.
they respect him.
Yeah.
And he's confused.
Like that's a major payoff, and it's a visual payoff.
Yes, and
from the show.
It's such a beautiful moment though. It is. So
and then like the spirit world looks like they're in like a fog of CGI, but like what do you want it to look like? That's what it looked like in the cartoon. Like it's a purple haze. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like that's kind of how I felt about I don't want to bring Marvel in this, but when people said Quantum Mania had too much CGI, I'm like, how the fuck else are you going to portray the quantum realm?
Yeah, it also doesn't, like, it's very, the way Quantum Mania is like lit is also like pretty bad.
I think it's the lighting that does it to this service, not so much the CGI itself.
Right. They could have CGI'd it better.
Right.
And more dynamically.
But we also know all the issues that Marvel's been having with CG, like working with CGI companies.
That's probably what it is.
Because they change things last minute. They're like, oh shit, we want to do this instead. You need to do this in a week.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. This show, I think, has more scope.
Yeah. I feel like Netflix
a more clear vision.
Yeah. Netflix has been a little bit better about that too.
Yeah.
But acting, I think there were parts in this that made me go, I see where I would have coached Aang differently, or maybe had him.
Some of his delivery is a little odd.
There's a part where he delivered a word from like the next sentence, like his spacing was a little bit weird, and it made me go, how are you saying this line? And it made me go, this is a line, not organic speech. And the point of acting is to make it seem organic.
Right. So I think a little bit of coach, and they'll get better as it goes on.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
They're children. I'm not gonna hold it against them.
Literal children.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not a deal breaker. Like but it is something to notice.
It's like, maybe, I don't know if they have the same acting coaches that the Stranger Things cast had, but
right. Yeah.
Stranger Things, it was really well done.
Yeah.
That also could just be Just better script writing on
too.
their end.
I'd be absolutely shocked if they're not night and day better by season 2.
Right.
Like now they're like they're gonna be 2 years older, with
Well,
a
they
lot of
filmed this
time.
almost 2 years ago.
They filmed this like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So by the time they do the next one, is what I'm saying. They're gonna be
Have they even
significantly
started
older.
filming the new one yet? I don't think
Probably
so.
not, but I'm sure
They're still doing like press stuff.
within the next year or whatever.
Mhm.
So, I didn't write down Easter eggs, but like we've mentioned some of them, and I thought those were fun.
I feel like I'm pretty confident we caught a lot of them on our own.
Yeah, canyon crawlers
Yeah.
and
Us
pirates.
being the fucking crazy ass super fans that we are.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I really like these 2 episodes. I think these are highlights of the entire show.
Mm.
And then before we get to the next 2 episodes, next time. Last question, Berto, is Mephisto in these episodes?
Maybe Ko?
I was gonna say he has a very Mephisto-like quality.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, if Mephisto shows up in the MCU, I want him to be kind of like that, like appearing in like visions and stuff, and like kind of preying on people and fucking with them a little bit.
Yeah. And then maybe we didn't see the trade, but that's very Mephisto.
True.
I'll trade you. Let's keep this interesting.
Let's make a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves to bargain.
Oh, he loves the bargain. He loves contracts.
Yeah. This is the closest I think we're gonna get to Mephisto.
At least in this show. Yeah.
Knowing how this show goes, but I mean he's a fucking spirit and shit. So anyway, guys, next time we're gonna wrap up Avatar: The Last Airbender with the last 2 episodes. We're gonna film. If you're here on Twitch, we're gonna film that next week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's it for us, you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting us on Patreon. You know where to find us. We're going to be in their Discord server, and we will see you guys next week with more Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay, bye.
Bye. Nice.
Alrighty. So people on Twitch, thank you guys. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the resubscribes. Let's save this. Somehow I got this window to be huge, and now I can't make it any smaller. It's like a regular Windows window. Anyway, let's call it. Let's call it. Oh, fuck.
Call it what?
Call it N-A Netflix After the Last Airbender. Fuck, 3. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
All right.
Saved. Perfect.
So what are we going to do when
Check.
TikTok goes offline?
TikTok's not going offline.
You think they're going to sell?
Yeah, they have to.
Well, they don't have to. It just won't exist in America
Okay.
anymore if they don't.
Let me just
Logically.
let's break this down for a quick second. TikTok does not exist in China. It's a Singaporean app that is partially funded by a Chinese that is owned by a Chinese company called ByteDance. But TikTok does not exist in China.
I remember when it was music.ly.
TikTok has their own app. It's a different app that the Chinese people are using, right?
Mm-hmm.
So TikTok would not
as
work.
we know it.
No, literally TikTok.
Oh, okay.
It's called something else. It's a different app.
Okay.
So the app TikTok only exists in Europe and North America, basically.
Okay.
In South America. So the US audience is more than half of their users.
They'd be
So-
stupid to not sell.
It's just not an option.
Right.
Take the billions of dollars.
I mean, unless
and go make
you
something
just
else.
really want to lose money.
No, right. So
Right.
it's not going anywhere. That we know for sure.
Okay.
Because given the
Urban, we're not leaving quite yet. We're still.
Yeah, we always say it because we're recording the goodbye for the episode.
Unless you're leaving.
Unless you're leaving.
In which case, goodbye.
We're gonna leave soon, but we can always hang out.
We're kind of just going off on a tangent right now.
Yeah. So basically, as long as they given between the two options, one is lose half of your revenue or sell for everything you're worth. You're gonna
Sell and make a new app.
make it the next big thing. Take the billions of dollars. It's gonna be billions of dollars.
That's true.
Now,
that's a good deal.
That particular piece of legislature may not, continue to move forward because then it has to go through the Senate.
That's true. And the
And then
Senate
it
might
has-
be like, what the fuck?
And then it has to go through the president, right? So that's how that works. I'm just saying the president has a veto
I know,
on
but
any law.
I feel like Biden's going to be like, whatever.
It's an election year. Do what's popular. Okay. So the thing about that particular legislature is that it's very loosely worded. And it basically says
Unless they...
that any app with any foreign interest involved in it can be like basically torn apart by us. Like we can just cancel it and not let it in.
It gives us the
it's-
option to do it.
It's super dangerous the way it's worded, and
Well,
it's not a good piece of legislation.
Come on, we wouldn't do it any other way.
Well, the worst part is that the entire thing comes from a hypothetical, which is, will TikTok or ByteDance by extension, the Chinese company, could they under Chinese law, the government of China has some authoritarian right to ByteDance's data if they so choose.
Right.
We have no evidence that they've ever exercised that right, but they have that right.
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 Which is, that itself is worrying.
Is problematic.
Yes.
However, and the worry is there's a hypothetical that China could do these things to influence an American election. The problem is that's already fucking happened. It's not a hypothetical.
Didn't that happen with Russia?
Russian spies literally used an American company to essentially game Facebook into isolating certain voter patterns, influencing those people to then influence an election
Without them even knowing it was happening.
Yeah, none of us knew it happened until after the fact. It's a very real thing that Facebook did,
Right.
and didn't get in trouble at all.
Yeah, what the fuck, Zuckerberg?
Yeah,
Jesse Eisenberg, what the fuck?
they barely got a slap in the wrist. So it's like we're concerned about a hypothetical
It's already happened.
that China might do when American companies through Russia already did, and that was fine. All I'm saying is let's divert that attention, that energy, and put it on all of these apps. Because
Yeah, at least be equal about it.
Google, Meta, and X get all of our data all of the time.
And they could do whatever the fuck they want with it.
And they can fucking sway elections if they want. But God forbid a Chinese company does it. But if an American company does it, that's fine.
Well, because it's in America's interest.
But it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, yeah. It's
So it's got to go. It's got to go both ways.
definitely hypocritical.
Yeah. If you want to protect our data, protect our data. I'm 1,000,000% for it. I hate X. I hate Google, and I hate Meta. Right? I hate these data mining companies. So fucking do it already. Like, and if TikTok's doing it, then the same shit applies.
My biggest issue is, why am I not getting any money for my information that's being sold? Can I not sell my own information?
You are the product.
That's fucked up.
You are.
See, if
you
I
are
can
the
sell my own information, yeah, give me targeted ads. But let me make
all
some,
the targeted.
let me make some money off of it. Like,
You are the sheep being hauled over to slaughter. Social media was a mistake, is all I'm saying.
here's the thing, though. There's some good to it, but there's
Oh,
been a lot of bad.
I've said this a million times, and a lot of people get super.
I miss MySpace.
Call me a communist when I say this, but we need a public social media that serves no interest, no profits, no governments,
Oh, like publicly,
like the library. Okay, there are funds set aside to do it, or like
yeah. Isn't it called the fucking Yellow Pages?
or like NPR. There is funds set aside to make it work, and then that's it. And then it's independently run.
Who's gonna use it?
We.
We the
Us.
people.
Us.
We the people.
Yeah, we. That's what I'm saying, because it's like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes, yeah, it's okay. Like, look, between a library and a bookstore, like, they both have their pros and cons, right?
Right.
But there is usually space for the public to get involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, in the United States, we have this big, like, oh, the government's bad. And yet we give the government all kinds of authority, and we give them all kinds of tax money to do all kinds of things. And then we sit here and we go, oh, but taxes are bad and governments are bad. And we get very little back. right?
You know what the mistake was in social media? When overnight everybody turned their back on Tom and just ran over to Facebook. Like it
Probably
seems like
true,
it happened overnight.
It is.
MySpace was just like, oh hey, let's have some fun, share some music, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There's some banner ads. That's it.
It's kind of true.
Then Zuckerberg fucking took over.
I read some.
Tom just wanted us to have a good time.
Someone did a better study on this, but like someone kind of measured the progress of like of what Gmail did, because Google did the same exact thing with Gmail, where they overnight convinced everybody that the real email is Gmail.
Yeah, get off of AOL, Yahoo, Hotmail.
And overnight, everybody had a Gmail.
I still have a Hotmail address. By
How
the
did
way.
that happen? So do I. My second email is a Hotmail. But like, how did that happen? And like, Gmail didn't put out a better product. Though Gmail is good. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, right now, Gmail is probably the best out of
But
all
like
of
at
them.
the time, did they really put out a better product? Why did we
No,
all
it was
switch
just
to Gmail overnight?
I don't know.
Because now
No,
Gmail,
it took me a while to make a Gmail account.
Because here's my
actually.
problem with Gmail now is that now they show you ads in the form of emails. Do you ever get those?
Yep.
What is that?
I didn't make a Gmail account until I had to for my Android smartphone
That's funny.
because you needed a Google account.
Right.
So that was when I made my Gmail email. That was probably 2012.
I don't know if it does it on the web, but it does it on the app. No, it doesn't do it on the web.
No, it would just be like an ad.
But
Even in like.
But they are in the form of emails.
Yep.
So you think you have an email, and it's not an email.
Jokes
it's
on
an ad.
them. I don't fucking check my email.
Dude, it's fucked, man. Anyway.
But yeah, I made a Gmail simply because I had to. It's probably the primary email I use for like making new accounts and stuff like that, but that's it.
Right.
I also don't expect emails from anybody anymore, so it's like the only thing I use emails for are like accounts.
Yeah. I sent you a job thing in case you wanted to apply to that. Did you get it?
Which email did you send it to?
I sent it to your Instagram.
Oh, my Instagram. Oh, okay.
Some service.
Oh, general
group.
Manager?
Yeah.
I do not have 5+ years of general management experience.
Just fucking apply anyway, dude.
Working in a high volume full service concept.
Just apply.
What company is this?
These people run like 8 bars in downtown Orlando,
Oh shit.
including Aloha Beautiful, which is a shitty bar that needs better management.
Nice.
I
can fix.
I would love to. I would do it for free. I'd come in and help you fix it.
There's so many people getting murdered downtown though.
No, there's not.
There used to be like 2 years ago.
The Acre where we got married, now they're doing like more regular stuff, so you can just go and like have a drink there, like day to day between.
Interesting.
Between their they just started this between like their
That was a nice venue too.
their venue rentals or whatever.
Yeah.
Their events. They're just gonna like be open to like come hang out, like a hangout spot.
I definitely drank a lot there.
Yeah, me too. And there's a couple others, so I don't know, just an idea.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt to apply. I guarantee you'll make more money than you're making at.
Probably. I'm
working
not
now.
making that much money.
Yeah. Don't.
Although I did just see my my yearly like review, and my GM gave me a very positive review. I don't know if that would.
That's nice, I guess.
I mean, I like corporate sees. I don't know if corporate's gonna give me a raise based on it, but because it's up to them. But we'll see.
If they don't give you at least 10K more, like you need to bounce.
After a year of
After
Well,
what you've gone
haven't.
through,
I've gone through a lot.
yeah. Then you need. I think you
I've
need
been in a
to
car
bounce.
accident for this company.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway.
My spine will never be the same.
Anyway, I was just saying NPR for social media. That's my. I love after hour combos.
Dude,
Yeah,
this is
went off
literally
the-
just us talking.
Right, yeah, this went off the rails.
Oh shit.
But we finished at a decent. I mean, it's 12:30. Usually, like
Usually
I didn't
it's
want to
like one.
over. That's why I didn't want to overdo it either. Because as long as we can
Yeah,
get
'cause
the
if we
next
did,
one
if
ready.
we did another episode, it would have been like another hour
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So Next, we'll do that, and then X-Men Origin Wolverine in 2 weeks.
Whoa. Maybe I could talk about the X-Men Origins Wolverine video game at the same time.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Which, by the way, the game is a lot better than the movie.
Is it? Do you have it?
I do. I have it on Xbox 360.
Oh, you should stream it.
It's genuinely a good game.
Okay.
The story's a little bit different because, fun fact, it was a Wolverine game that was already being worked on, and then Activision was like, hey, this needs to tie in with an upcoming Wolverine movie.
Like, all right, whatever. Just
Like,
change the fonts.
all right, we'll
and-
change a few things, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's
The
pretty
worst parts of the game are the parts that are from the movie,
Well, it's
funny
like,
enough.
I mean, that's just how they did the same thing with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man 1 feels like a continuation of the previous Spider-Man game. It's just visually now a movie tie-in. But the mechanics are the same.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's clearly a sequel
I had to
that
think about
game,
which one you were talking about. You're talking about literally the first one based on the movie.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1
It was almost like a
game.
remake of the first 3D Spider-Man game.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It
plays exactly the same.
It's exactly the same game, only with new settings
yeah.
and like new skins.
And that game's really good because it plays really well.
That's a good game. I love
Yeah.
that game. And then obviously Spider-Man 2 is great.
Spider-Man 2 was game changing.
I mean, that was the mold for every Spider-Man game that came after it.
For the
Yeah.
most part, yeah. Except for like a couple.
A couple on the rails one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urban asked, did we do an episode covering the new Battlefront? Do you
Oh
mean
no!
like
Fuck, that would have been good to put on the news.
the remake that's
Yeah.
been like it's been getting a lot of disastrous
So it's a
news.
remake. It's not a port.
Oh, it's kind of a port. It's a port that they
then
polished up a little
enhanced
bit.
A little bit, yeah. Well, it got like torn apart just because the servers weren't working.
Yeah. Apparently that is fixed now as of today.
Oh, okay. Have you played it?
I haven't played online yet. I've just been playing the single player, and I've been having fun with it because I haven't been going online yet.
The Battlefront 2
They fixed
campaign.
the invert controls, by the way.
Oh, so I can play now.
Yeah. Because originally it had it, then they released a patch that took it away. I think that was an accident, and then they added it back in.
Yeah, I would have just not played if I
But
couldn't.
people are
invert.
tearing it apart. I think people are going a little too far with it.
I don't think we can have nice things anymore because people tear everything apart.
That's kind of the culture we're in right now. Even I was gonna wait till we actually did the episode on Spider-Man to talk about it. But people are tearing that game apart too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to finish playing
And
it.
I think overall it's an improvement. Like there's a couple things that I think could have been done better, but
Yeah.
like people are like, oh, it's a shitty game, blah blah blah. Like it's not a shitty game.
A slight improvement.
You haven't played a shitty
Yeah.
game if you think that's a
A
shitty game.
slight improvement over a perfect game is not good enough for people. People want the same sense of like the same oomph factor.
Right, but that's never
know?
gonna happen.
No, of course. You can't just reinvent the wheel every fucking 3 years or whatever.
Right.
And the same thing happened with Tears of the Kingdoms. Like people didn't like that as much as Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild was like such a brand new experience. It's like
I didn't like Breath of the Wild.
I know you don't. But Tears of the Kingdom is an improvement on that game.
It's an improvement on that formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's there not to like? Like they improved everything is slightly better.
Yeah, but they use the same map.
Yeah, but they also multiplied it by like 1.5 or 2.5.
Yeah, because you have like what the Sky
You
World
got
now,
Skyworld,
and
you
then the
got
underground.
depths, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's also like different. Like a lot of things get shifted around. And
Right, and it's like that's fine. Like
It's such
listen,
a big map that no one would know.
I play
Like,
MMOs where you're on the same map for like a decade.
Listen, I played Breath of the Wild for like 300 hours or something, like a pretty long time. And then I got to Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm like, oh, I should know my way around. I don't, because it's so fucking big, and it's like, you know, it's like terrain. It's like I'm pretty sure if I go this way, I'm like, which road goes? I'm like, I don't remember. I had to consult the map a lot, and then it's like, well, the map's not unlocked, so I'm like, well, fuck. I thought I'd have this memorized. I don't.
I have Hyrule from Ocarina of Time memorized, but also like in comparison, that's a tiny map.
Oh, hold on.
Here's the thing though. At the time, that was a massive world.
I played. Were you here when I was? You weren't here. That day I streamed GeoGuessr. I did GeoGuessr.
Video games.
Zelda games.
Oh wow!
And I did
Was there some Majora's Mask
Breath of the
stuff?
Wild was very hard because again the map's fucking enormous.
Right.
So it was like real life GeoGuessr. But Ocarina of Time, yeah, I know every fucking square inch of that map.
Like, oh, that's Kakariko
Yeah.
Village. That's
You know,
Death Mountain.
I'm sure I can find it.
Actually, I'm kind of interested to see that. Do they have a Majora's Mask one?
I don't know. Let's find out.
That one would be easy too, though, because there's only like 4 areas.
Close all these fucking tabs that I have open for no fucking reason.
And while we're on the subject of video games, though, I bought a game a few months ago. I just installed it last night. I'm kind of excited to play it. It's called Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh, the other Avatar.
Yeah, it is an open world first person shooter.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah. So think like you know Far Cry? Do you know of Far Cry?
I know of.
It's like that, but like on Pandora, and you play as like a. I think you're a human in an avatar body. I don't think you're an actual Navi. But, oh, that's a Breath of the Wild one. I don't know it.
This one is, but.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to play it because it actually seems really cool, and I'd be excited to actually like explore Pandora. It just seems like a fun thing to do. I like exploration in games. Yeah, I don't know where that's at. I could not tell you. I don't know the Breath of the Wild map at all, though.
Okay.
You got a lot of hearts, though.
It's down here somewhere. This one is.
It's the Gerudo Desert.
Yeah, this is like either here. First of all, this isn't the whole map. Can I zoom out? Oh, I can. Ah, okay.
Urban, I haven't played it yet. I'm excited to play it.
I want to say right here. That was pretty close.
You're not that far off.
I knew. Yeah, I knew. I could have thought about it a little bit more. All right, next.
No fucking idea.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so you can see the Gerudo Mountains in the background. Or they're not called, they're called the... Zoom out, dude.
The Gerudo...
No, they're called... I forget what they're called. The Hebra Mountains are over here, which means we're over here somewhere. We can see one of these things. So you have them that go
See,
from
this is confusing to me.
Here to here.
You've played, you played Twilight Princess, right?
Yeah.
Isn't Lanayru the desert province in Twilight Princess, and that's where all the Gerudo stuff is?
I don't remember.
Because that's like on the opposite side of the world here.
Yeah, it's not. Everything's a little bit different. Okay. Alright, so you're facing this way. So it might be like over here somewhere? Oh, I can't do obviously I can't look around.
Huh.
This one's tough.
Yeah, I don't know where that's at.
But okay, hold on a second. There are other mountains here. Which means I could be over here.
Do they have a GeoGuessr RuneScape?
Or in these. I'm gonna go like around here. Oh wow! It's way off.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Somewhere on the shore.
This is this village right here. Oh, no, I'm not done. This village here. Okay, and you're facing. Which
That's
means
not the
you're
place that
here.
looks like Outset Island right now.
No. The place that look like Outside Island is over here.
It's like an actual island out there, right? Yeah.
And there's some more up here. There's some more islands. These islands are actually named after some of the ones from
Wind Waker?
Wind Waker, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, okay, I know what this is.
Is that Hyrule Castle? No,
No.
that's one of the towers.
It's over here somewhere. This is an Akala.
Is that the Akala Tower?
No. The towers are the Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I was
right
like,
there,
that's a
see?
tower. Yeah.
So he's
See, I know some shit.
Yeah, so he's looking at it. Okay.
Oh, this is actually interesting.
Let's go here.
I didn't know they made it for video
Oh,
games.
it's for the other side. Wow. All right, I got one more. Where the fuck? Okay, wait. This looks like down here in the Faron Woods, these areas, the woodlands. The zoom's going crazy.
Is that supposed to be like where Korkiri Forest was?
No, Kokiri Forest is way the fuck up here.
Oh.
Kokiri Forest is way up here.
Is that where the Master Sword is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, Farron Woods. That's from Twilight Princess.
So you can see some of these mountains over here. But he's looking... Where is he fucking looking? I think he's looking north to these mountains. Let's put him here. Damn it. What? What?
Way off.
Go back.
You're like a mile, like multiple miles away.
How is he in Dueling Peaks? I guess he was looking this way.
He's
maybe.
looking towards the Farron Woods.
I think he's looking towards where I was looking. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck it, whatever. Anyway, back home.
What other Zelda games did
I
have
don't
on
know. This is called Hyrule Guesser, but I would love for it to. I think it might just be Breath of the Wild, but I would love for it to do other games too.
there? I thought you said there was an Ocarina of Time one.
I could have swore there was.
Huh.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
I mean, it is kind of cool.
Yeah, this is like user made, fan made.
Oh, yeah. What if there was a Star Wars guesser where you just have to guess what planet you're on? I feel like it'd be really easy. Oh, lava, I'm on Mustafar. Since every planet's just one biome.
I'd like to see if there's more like fun, different kinds of GeoGuessrs, like video games and stuff.
Just type in GeoGuessr like video game. Or GeoGuessr World of Warcraft. GeoGuessr RuneScape. You have to pay for GeoGuessr?
I think I was already paying for GeoGuessr.
Oh.
How do I just play? Single player. Wait a second. Classic maps. Famous places. Let's go.
Oh, you're going down a rabbit hole now.
I'm just saying, if we can't get famous places. You know what I don't like about this though is that you get like a 2-minute. How much time is left? Where's the clock?
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't think you get a clock on this one. Oh man, yeah, these are like monuments that like I have no idea.
I've never seen this before.
This is in God knows what country. All right, let's look for a flag.
Yeah, famous places you should have flags.
What language is that?
I can't tell you.
It looks maybe like in like
Is it India
maybe.
or Pakistan?
Yeah, one of those. Like it's either like Urdu or
It feels like it. I'm getting the feeling that it's somewhere around there.
oh man, famous places like yeah. If you're like a well-known traveler, like you're like you know everything. What the fuck? I got nothing.
Not seeing many hints either.
I'm just gonna put right there. Yeah, it was in Bangladesh.
Oh, we weren't super far off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we kind of were, but
the fuck is this?
looks pretty. Somebody on a bike resting.
A
A reminder to us all. I can't read the rest of it.
Yeah, they didn't blur it out. Well, it was in English. Doesn't mean shit though.
Vegetarian? Is that what it says?
Is this English? Now open. Okay.
363. Saint something. This isn't America though.
This is the famous thing, and I have never seen it before in my life.
It looks like an ice cream cone.
Fuck. Hey, what's that say right there? Something stop?
Something stop.
Buses. Where Where the fuck?
I typed giant white ice cream cone monument. I couldn't find anything.
You can't cheat.
I really don't know where this is.
All right. Well, it's in English. Oh wait, actually, hold on a second. Can't see what the cars are doing.
It's in English, but I can't tell.
Yeah, but a lot of shit's in English.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything.
This doesn't look American, though.
Yeah, but why?
But what? See, I feel like that's the closest thing we can get
Oh,
to
I can
here.
move? I didn't know I could move in this one.
Wait, can you get closer to the sign? Oh, well, that doesn't help us.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use the signs, though.
Yeah, but look, it's right there.
We can just read it.
Earthquakes have been a characteristic of this area. New Zealand.
Is that what it says? Ah, New Zealand. Well, see, that's why
So-
it's cheating. You're not supposed to do that.
It's somewhere in New Zealand.
Okay. So.
But
yeah,
where?
I was actually gonna guess Australia, so I wouldn't have been super far off. Where
I
are
mean,
the
New Zealand's still fucking huge.
Yeah, where are the major cities here? Wellington,
Sure.
Auckland.
Wherever a series of earthquakes began on September 4th, 2010.
Here's the thing: if we go with Auckland, it's out in the corner, so it's high risk, high reward. If we go to Wellington, it's middle, so we'll always be close.
Let's guess Wellington.
Oh, it was Christchurch.
Oh, you know what? It said that on the sign.
You dumbass.
I didn't know it was a city. Oh, that looks...
Europe. Okay.
Yeah, European.
We already have Europe.
Was that a
sign.
church?
We already have European signs. Look at this language. Oof.
Is that Russia?
No, we could be in like,
Scandinavia.
we could be like in Iceland.
Finland?
No, Iceland.
But maybe Finland.
Those aren't close together.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm not well traveled at all, so.
The time I played this online, I realized that there are people that are very good at this shit. Like, very good. I'm saying, like, they look at the grass and shit.
And they're like,
the
oh,
plants.
that type of grass
And the
only
soil.
grows.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they get it. And, like, in 2 minutes, they can pretty much go anywhere in the world. Language I can't speak. I'm guessing Iceland. It's high risk because I know
It's
I'm
not
in
near
Europe
anything
and it's like
else.
right outside of Europe.
Finland.
Oh wow.
Fuck you.
Okay, that was you guessed. Okay.
I said, or it could be Finland. You're like, those are nowhere near each other. I'm like, I know.
Oh, we're in South America.
Wow.
These are is this Machu Picchu?
Ooh, maybe.
This could be Machu Picchu up here.
Can we go up the stairs? Will it let us?
So these are like far. These steps are too big for you can't walk up. These are too big, but they're for farming. Except now conspiracy theorists think that they're giant. They were for giants.
There were steps for giants, or were they? They were just platforms for.
For you, then you could like plant.
How'd they get
crops
up
in
and
there.
down?
There was like stairs on the side or something. Like you could walk around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is just terrifying. Imagine like
Falling down,
Oh,
tripping and rolling.
forever
You're dead.
and ever and ever. Where's Machu Picchu?
I don't know. Urban said history major here. That was for sure for giants.
Yeah. It's in Peru. Okay. That I pretty
Lima.
much do.
I don't know. No, that's not. It's not on the coast though.
It's in the mountains.
Yeah.
I still don't remember where Machu Picchu is. This is why I like not having the time. The 2-minute timer like drives me insane. Like I'm not that good.
It could also be in Ecuador or Bolivia.
Well, here are the mountains.
That's the
here.
mountain range, yeah. Sabeti. Because we don't know for sure that this is Machu Picchu.
No, but it's a good guess.
It is a famous place.
That's right. What's this?
Pico Sierra.
Let's pick it. That wasn't too far off.
Where was it?
300 miles off.
Oh. Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I told you. I just don't know where fucking Machu Picchu is.
You're right.
So it's
you
in
were
this-
right though.
Yeah, it's in the southern part of Peru. Ish. Yeah. Next. The fuck. See, this is embarrassing because there are people that
looks-
see this
And they would immediately
and be
know.
like, "Oh, this isn't blah blah blah."
You know what that looks like? That looks like the metal bending city in Korra.
Oh my God, you're right. Wow. I remember that now.
Oh, it's like a flower
that, like, Yeah.
opens up.
Man, Corey gets so weird. I have not a goddamn clue.
It looks beautiful though.
It's very.
I want to
nice.
know where this is.
Oh, I'm inside.
Is it a church? This looks like a church. Or a chapel. Same thing. Oh, 2 microphones.
That's not gonna help us.
They have technology.
All right, give me it back outside. This isn't helping me.
This is very pretty though. I like it.
There has to be like a sign on the door.
Say, well, where is this?
What?
She doesn't know
I do.
this place.
That's Machu Picchu.
That was the last place.
That's
Are
a
y'all
mountain.
still live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
what
do-
is this
We're
game?
playing this
We
game.
don't
It's
know.
called GeoGuessr.
Oh, you love that, babe.
I do like it, but
Weird.
But he's not good at it.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah. yo-
oh,
Was it
words,
you
words,
that
words,
thought, like-
words. Look, information center
It's in English, but it's also
in this language.
This is somewhere in
Fuck.
London.
the Himalayas.
Celebrate something anniversary.
Baulia.
Founder of Baba Faith. The fuck, bro.
Is this in the Himalayas? No.
Look how flat this is.
Yeah, you're right. What if we're at the top of the mountain? Then everything's gonna look flat.
Okay, we're gonna go over here to Asia somewhere.
It does look like it's in Asia somewhere. I just don't know where. Mongolia?
No.
No. Okay.
We'll go somewhere flat. Are these mountains? No, these are mountains. This is flat.
What if it's in Korea?
That's not Korean. I can recognize Korean.
Oh, okay. What is that then?
It's not Korean.
And why do they have an English translation?
Because tourism. English is the language of the world.
Oh. I thought Spanish was.
No, it's just the most common language.
No.
And not even that. I think it's Mandarin. And like,
Maybe it's in Kyrgyzstan
I'm
or
just gonna go,
Kazakhstan.
I'm gonna go here.
Could be Turkey.
I'm gonna go here and see what we get. I was close. I was way closer before.
Oh,
You
it's
threw me. I guessed right here in Tajikistan. It was in New Delhi.
okay.
Fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh look,
It,
That's exactly
it
what that
has the
looks like.
fucking language there. God.
I did, but I did want to say India. I just didn't want to sound like an idiot if I said India. That wasn't horrible.
Why are you updating your
I just published.
I hope this is quick.
I just published the website without double checking everything, and there's a this guy's portfolio looks fucked.
Oh
I
no.
was moving stuff around and I left it like that. I was like, I'll come back to it, and then it looks so stupid.
Oh no, it's fucked.
Alexa, turn on desk.
Absolutely fucked.
Oh, I gotta finish making the schedule tomorrow.
God damn it! I picked Spain because I'm like, oh, I know some places in Spain. I've been to a few
This
places
doesn't
in
look
Spain.
like Spain.
How the fuck am I?
This looks like Germany.
No, this is Spain, but it's like I'm only doing Spain. But it's like, how the fuck am I gonna know where I? Like
This is the countryside.
yeah, that's what I'm
dude.
saying. Like the people that can do this shit are insane. And I'm on a timer. And if I knew where
Where the
this
fuck
place
that
was, then I'd be in a better spot. But I mean, it's kind of hilly.
Do
all of-
Florida.
Spain is hilly.
Is there an Orlando GeoGuessr? I could figure that out.
You'd only get all suburbs.
We might get some more urban stuff.
Ugh, it's in Andorra. Fuck. All right.
Let's do Texas GeoGuessr.
What city is this?
Somewhere where there's Mickey Mouse graffiti.
And swastikas.
Nice. Not Barcelona.
The hell?
Maybe Barcelona.
No, this
What's
is
the
not-
city they go to in the Cheetah Girls too?
They go to Barcelona.
Oh,
Barcelona.
Barcelona. And
No,
that
this is-
idiot follows him around with the guitar.
Trust
and
me,
he's
this
like,
is not
"Doo, doo,
Barcelona."
doo, 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 doo,
You
doo."
love him so much. You should be him for Halloween.
Yeah, people will really know that.
People, yeah, definitely know that costume.
I would know.
What's his
Okay.
name again? Is it Angel?
I have no fucking idea.
I need
You
to.
should know that. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, what the hell? Does he do anything in the movie? Or does he just follow them around and play the
Yeah,
guitar?
Murcia.
That's all he does.
Did you get-
That was
oh.
very close.
You were like one city off.
Alicante. I was right there.
You were like one major
I'm
city off.
47 miles away. That's
Whoa.
not bad.
Ooh, this is the highway.
Totally de Campo. Okay, cool. Wait. Tell me what cities I'm about to get to.
It doesn't
Where
say.
does the Tunnel de Campo like take me?
You'd think a sign would tell you that.
This is what the tunnel's called. Fuck, I'm on a fucking highway, for fuck's sake.
I'm not gonna lie, the only city I know of in Spain is Barcelona.
You wanna go to Spain?
I never said that.
I know. I'm spreading this.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going though. It'd be cool to see it.
Spain's incredible.
I would just love to see other countries. I just have not had that opportunity.
You gotta make it.
Unless
make
you
that
count Puerto
opportunity.
Rico, but that doesn't count.
We should go to Puerto Rico.
I do have family there. I don't
Okay,
know.
it's very mountainous. So we're either looking at here. We're like, let's go up here.
What if we're actually in Portugal?
We're not. This is just Spain. Let's go up here somewhere.
La Pobla de Segur.
Oh.
I was closer than you were.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. No mountains.
Oh, this is flat country land.
God, yeah, this is middle of nowhere.
This looks like fucking Alabama.
Spanish Alabama.
There's no such thing. This looks like the village from Resident Evil
Look at all
4,
that hay.
which I think takes place in Spain, actually.
Oof.
Check if there's like a castle in the distance.
That's not gonna help me at all. God, I would just hate so much living like in the middle of nowhere, like in a farm or something.
The houses look nice, though. It's good carpentry.
All right, let's stay in the flatlands. So that's here, here, and here, and here.
Toledo.
No, this is not
But
a
like
city.
But like the outskirts of it.
This is all farmland. So where?
Well,
where's
you
the
have 45
farmland?
seconds to pick something.
Where are they? Where's the wine being grown? See, like some people would be like, "Oh, they're growing this," and then I know where all these places are being. Like here up.
Oh, I forgot Madrid was in Spain. I'm an idiot.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, dude. Okay, what? Why did they put you like in the middle of nowhere? Put me in a city. Like, give me something.
What
to
is
work on.
this?
It's fucking.
Thing is, if
Never mind.
anybody stumbles upon this, it's just gonna look like stupid, uneducated Americans.
Yeah, what is this?
Is
This
this?
is like it used to be like for a farmer's market, and it's just not being used. You know, because there's
Yeah.
like there's like a roof. There's a bunch of different spots.
Like
this
there
is-
was like tarps over everything.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. I think it's like
they're
a
gone
farmer's
now.
market.
Yeah.
It's like not being. It's like for the weekends or something.
Metallicas.
It's like a metal shop.
It's very flat.
It's kind of deserty too.
It's very arid. It's making me thirsty.
This GeoGuessr is making me thirsty.
You don't even know what that's.
Yes, I do.
It's from Seinfeld.
I think it's a SpongeBob. I don't know why.
What?
It sounded like you were gonna say.
We've all seen Seinfeld, Sue.
Okay,
You're not the only person that's seen Seinfeld.
Ah, here we go.
Eat that so much.
I actually really like Seinfeld.
That's hilarious.
Is that the contractor?
Yeah.
The contract of something.
Look, is this
Is
Sanvenganza, Spain?
I wanna
That was
Fuck,
in
I have
Mexico,
10
wasn't
seconds.
it?
I have no idea. Was it in Mexico?
I don't think it's a real town.
Damn it.
Where was it? Casero didn't.
It's outside of Sevilla.
I'm gonna look up Sanvenganza.
My mom was just there a few days ago.
Sanvenganza is a song by Christopher Young that appeared in Ghost Rider. God damn it.
You want to do United States before we wrap up?
I suppose something a little more local. Oh, this is a suburb somewhere.
Yeah. See, that's the problem when you do United States. It's
Is Raglan Road? Okay, so we're in Ireland.
McCampbell Estates. There's a lot of
Are we
Irish.
in
Hold
Are we in Boston?
on, there's some Irish references here. Oh wait, hold on a second. There's a water tower. Water tower is gonna have the city name on it.
Are we somewhere in Boston?
We're way too away. Too far away. You got like a license. They hide all the license plates.
Right.
Sometimes you can still see like a sign or something.
Oh, we're so
I'll zoom-
far away from it.
Oh shit.
Oh, you went past it.
Damn it.
Holland.
North Holland Road. All right, so this has a New England feel because of all of the names.
Mm-hmm. This is somewhere northeast.
A lot of brick. See Collins and Ragland.
I see Raglan. I'm just thinking. Oh, entering Mansfield city limit.
Mansfield.
Mansfield.
What the fuck is that? It's it's not, I mean 70,000.
It's a small town. But where? My gut's saying somewhere in Boston.
It's possible. Because of the
I just saw
Irish
Raglan Road
references.
and thought Boston.
Right.
Either that or Disney Springs.
I thought it was.
Well, there's a lot of.
I want to go to Raglan Road so bad.
It's not that great. I don't like it.
I like their.
Let's go to the one in Oviedo.
That one's good too, actually.
Why? I just went straight to Orlando like an idiot.
You have 14
Supposed to have it.
seconds.
Massachusetts. Right there. It was in Texas.
What?
It was outside Dallas, dude. See,
don't-
that's the thing about the U.S. Every suburb looks exactly the same.
No, this is somewhere up north.
And it keeps
because it's
putting-
hilly.
There are a lot of hilly places, and the thing is it's high risk because the U.S. is so big.
It's fucking massive.
So it's like, oh, you're fucking so many miles away. Like, yeah, I know.
I'm getting North Carolina vibes.
Why did they just put me in a fucking? Damn, people look for flags.
Someone's Mickey
Disney.
Mouse. They are not in Florida. I can tell you that.
You know, they're Mickey Mouse fans.
This is exactly
I don't know.
Mickey
No,
Mouse.
it's too
fans.
hilly. It's too hilly for Florida.
No, it's yeah.
Someone have an NFL flag.
This looks northern as fuck.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not in Florida for a bunch of reasons. But the thing is, like, houses basically anywhere else look all the same. Not a single flag.
Not even an American
And it-
flag.
An NFL team.
What country are we in? Oh wait, they had an American flag in their mailbox.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I need a state flag. All right,
Oh,
I'm
it is?
probably gonna go. The grass looks good, So I'm gonna stay on the east somewhere. It's lightly hilly. I might go
Nashville, North Carolina.
somewhere Tennessee to North Carolina.
I'm thinking Smoky Mountains. But like not in the mountains. This neighborhood looks very beautiful though. I'd like to live here. Huh.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Maybe South Carolina.
I'm gonna go between Virginia and Kentucky. I'll say Charlotte.
It was
Yeah,
Charlotte.
we were pretty cool. Yeah, we knew it.
I knew it was the Carolinas.
We knew it.
I could tell just. I lived in North Carolina, so
We've
I just
been
got that vibe from the
I was
neighborhood.
like, our friend lives there. We've been to Charlotte suburbs.
in Asheville.
No, you didn't. We didn't steal
Why I oughta.
No, don't steal my bits, bitch.
That's honeymooners
I'm pretty
bits.
y'all are lying. Look,
We are
I'm
lying.
nice, I promise.
She's being mean to me.
Sure.
Where do you think this is?
Could be fucking anywhere, man.
Your face is just popping up on the.
My eyes are crazy. What the fuck? Oh, I know this place.
This is
It's just another suburb.
It's definitely United States.
Yeah, we already know that part. We're only doing the United
this is
States right
Franklin,
now.
Tennessee.
TBA.
What if it is?
Oh, fuck me. Holy shit.
What if this was your
How
old
far can you
neighborhood?
travel?
You can
Just
kinda
like
go
this.
pretty far down the street.
You only have 2 minutes though.
Oh.
Oh,
Kroger.
Kroger.
That's Tennessee, baby.
I mean,
there are
there's-
Krogers in more places in
This
Tennessee.
is
Yeah.
Texas, I feel.
No.
No, Kroger's not in Texas. I don't think.
Did you live there?
Yes.
Oh. There's not a single sign that says where you're at.
In Texas, there's a place called HEB.
Can you get license plates?
No.
Oh, I didn't like
They blur those out.
Mountain Valley.
So there's mountains.
Mountain
This
Valley.
might be Tennessee.
This could be the West
If it is,
though.
I'll be pissed. You
No,
know
it's too
every
green,
single
right?
one.
Dollar Tree.
It's too green for the West.
I want to say somewhere in Tennessee, honestly.
It's too close to where we just were though.
So
Rent a Center. Kroger.
Kroger. It's the Kroger that's making me think East Coast, though.
Yeah, no. All right,
I mean, not East Coast, but East.
Let's go between Knoxville and Nashville.
What happened?
Clarksville.
Where was it? It's in
Oh.
Mississippi, Arkansas.
Arkansas. That's
Arkansas.
not too far.
God,
That's-
see, it all looks exactly the same.
I
dude.
know. Garden
Garden
Brook.
Brook means nothing.
I feel like I know this neighborhood. Every fucking neighborhood looks the same.
Yeah, dude, the U.S. sucks. It's just so big and it's all identical.
This looks east also, though.
Creekside Estates, great. This almost looks like Florida.
This looks like Panhandle.
See, like the people that know how to play this game look at the trees, they look at the leaves.
This looks like Florida Panhandle
doesn't.
or Alabama.
This looks like Florida, bro.
This looks southern.
This looks like here. Houses are made of brick. Oh, actually, no siding here, so maybe not.
I'm
This
getting
looks brick.
Panhandle vibes still, though.
I mean, even
Like
if
North Florida.
bro. Even if we get the state right, that'd be great. This just like
There's nothing to go off of
backwoods
here.
Florida, bro. Florida, look at the license plate. Look at the license plate. That's a Florida license plate, baby.
I'm gonna guess Tallahassee.
You saw the
somewhere
little
near
tree?
Tallahassee,
Nah, dude. There'd be more hills in up there.
Panama City,
No, there'd be no. Hold on.
Plant City. This seems like
Jeff,
I don't know who the
what
fuck
district?
that is. Also, what year was this?
It'll say if you look like down or something. I don't know.
Did somebody blow out a candle?
Wait. Yeah. She just blew it again.
Oh,
What does this say?
Waste Pro.
Is that it? It's from 2023. Fuck.
No, huh? Shit.
God damn it.
I'm still guessing like more northern Florida though.
I'm gonna go here.
Ocala.
Can I just?
Yo, I was close to my Panama City guess,
You were close.
or Alabama because they're fucking right there.
Wow.
I
look
know
at
the
you.
South when I see it. I grew up in it.
What the fuck? Are we in a jail?
Whoa. I don't think so. Drones aren't allowed here.
It's a Navy base.
Navy base. Okay.
Where?
So somewhere on the coast. Whoa.
No, it's not his.
Oh, thanks.
wait. What does it say? CNIC.
CNIC Navy base. It's a Navy base somewhere.
Naval
Base
Kitsap. Bremerton. State Street. Where's Bremerton?
I have no fucking idea. It's
How do
somewhere on
they-
the coast.
How do you get these? I'm like, how do we get these pictures?
Well, they're not allowed to go inside.
Puget Sound.
I don't know where that's at. Shipyard. It's a
Wait.
shipyard.
Where's the Puget
move
Sound?
over because there's more to that sign.
Everyone knows where the Puget Sound is except for me. Is that on the west or on the east?
I don't fucking know. Like I said, I'm not very well traveled. This is gonna be on a coast somewhere, though. This is giving me.
Isn't the Puget Sound?
Is this Pacific
It's in
Northwest?
yeah, it's the Puget Sound's in Washington.
Sable, is this Washington?
It is Washington.
You live there.
Hold on. Hold on a minute. Is this it?
This-
Ooh, yeah,
That's a
Mountain
river.
View.
Mountainy, but we're also at a Navy base, so it's kind of on the coast. Pacific Northwest.
Twilight, there's Edward in the bush.
There's Edward right there. Are we off of the coast of like Seattle?
Puget Sound, right here. Boom.
Oh,
I told you.
yeah. All right. What town did it say it was in though?
It's in a fucking base, military base. Let's just put it right here. As long as it was over on this side.
We were in the right.
I'm 29 miles
Ballpark.
away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. Puget Sound Naval Shipyard.
Oh.
That's as
Noah's
close as we
Ark
got.
is a
Bremerton,
diner?
yeah.
Noah's Ark Diner. Oh, let's
That's
go.
the closest we got. Right here, Bremerton. There it
Bremerton.
is,
Oh,
yeah.
Bremerton, Washington. Okay.
And I guess that's the Navy base here.
Cool.
Wow. Well, at least I knew where Puget Sound was.
You had to figure it out.
No, I remembered. Some of these were a little off.
Oh, GeoGuessr's kind
But
of
here's the
fun.
thing: is like we figured out we it's in Florida. Look how far off we were. It's like yeah, Florida's long as fuck.
Yeah. True.
Anyway, exit.
Oh, we just spent an hour just doing bullshit after we were done.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. Urban, thanks for hanging out, watching us play this dumb game.
Yeah, we were literally just like
Yeah.
fucking around.
If I had switched it to GeoGuessrs, would have like shot up. People fucking love watching people play this game. I don't know why. But thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you guys next week with more Avatar: Last Airbender.
Bye.
And we're gonna do some